West District Championships. Just before we get underway, welcome everyone who've joined us on the live stream. Nice to have you with us again today and hopefully tomorrow. Just run through the health and safety before we start. In the event of an emergency, a siren will sound. Staff will direct you to the nearest exit. There is no planned fire drill. So if there is a fire drill, swimmers make your way down to that bottom corner poolside at the starting platforms and the exit will be there. Spectators, similarly, if you make your way to just where I am at the top here and make your way down the stairs at the back, should there be a fire drill. Please keep all the exits clear and no glass items or outdoor footwear poolside. Swimmers leaving poolside, please ensure that you dry off and wear appropriate clothing and footwear. Please keep the stairs clear at all times and don't sit on the stairs. Spectators, anyone here as a participant, volunteer, team staff or spectator, you accept that any photographs or videos taken will not be used for illicit purposes, or that pictures or films produced will not be altered in any way or uploaded onto the web without the consent in writing of the person or person photographed or filmed. And spectators who wish to take images are requested to focus on their own family member as much as reasonably possible and to avoid including other participants in images, particularly if those images are being shared with family, friends or through any social media platforms. And the use of mobile phones or any other electronic device capable of photography are not permitted to be used at any time in the changing rooms, toilets or the shower areas. So our first event is a mixed 12 to 14-year-old 1500 metres freestyle, 2 heats. Just before we get underway, just introduce our senior officials for this morning. Our referees are Jen Neal and Fiona Sinnott. Our starters, Rona Lindsay and Mark Hinton. So that's all the health and safety and protocol run through before we get underway. We'll just wait for our officials just to get ready before we get underway with the first of our 2 heats of mixed 1500 freestyle. So this is the first of our 2 short course championships. One will be held in 3 weeks, again at DG1. So it's nice to be back down in Dumfries for the short course season. So just checking all the swimmers are there. And we've got lap cards in position at the far end. So those of you watching on the live stream will notice they will count down from 59 all the way down to 1. So a total of 60 length to be swam. Right, we're just making sure that we have enough judges at the far end for the lap cards before we get underway. That's the reason for a slight delay, everyone. So our first of the two heats in lane 1, Sky Bailey, East Kilbride. 2 is Paige Bennett from Cumbernauld. 3, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. Teammate Gordon MacLeod in 4. 5, Laurie Johnston, Ren 96. Teammate Erin Long in lane 6. In 7, Emma Burrow, City Glasgow. 8 is Oscar Miller from East Kilbride. Times these swimmers are entered in vary from 20:07:50 through to 22:42:66. So the first 50 complete. That we have a good start in lane 3. Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. Good to see a good contingent of clubs having a bash at this longest of the distance swims. So a 13-year-old has got well over a body length advantage and has gone out 1:12:62 for the first 100. So Felix making his way down towards the 150 mark, coming down still best part of 2 body lengths clear. 2 swimmers in lanes 5 and 6, 2 Ren swimmers virtually together, Laurie and Erin. So there's over 2 seconds advantage at this early stage. South Ayrshire swimmer still going pretty nicely as we come down towards the first 200. You get an idea of possible finish times after the first 2 or 300. 2 Ren girls again, a little between those two. You've opened up a little bit of a gap between the 4th, 5th and 6th swimmers. That's Paige Bennett, Emma Burrow, Oscar Miller. And Felix still with quite a healthy advantage at the moment. So, a 1/6 of the distance going in just over 3 minutes, 3 minutes 11. So Paige certainly is going a little bit inside 20 minutes at the moment. So 3:54.14 at 300. So the gap now getting towards the 10-metre point as we reach 350. The two Wren swimmers, a nice contest here. Laurie just gone into second again. And Emma Birrell and Oscar Miller virtually together in fourth and fifth. And Felix is still going pretty well here. Looking for a split, probably a little bit over the 5:10 mark. And he's pacing round about the 82nd mark, so it's a little bit inside the 20-minute finish. Felix with an entry time of 28.8. So probably swimming a good 30 odd seconds faster than that entry time at the moment. Laurie's opened up probably a body length advantage over her teammate in second place. And Felix now coming down with 4:50 gone. And his next mark will be a third of the race. So we'll get an idea of time here. Expect something down about 6.5 minutes. And if anything, he's probably picked the pace up just a wee bit here. That was just over a 78, so we're pacing just a little bit under, just a little bit over the 19.5 minute mark, so we're really kicking in now here. Felix going very nicely indeed. Similarly, Laurie Johnson's opened up a big gap over the next three swimmers. Our teammate Erin Long, Oscar Miller and Emma Birrell. So we'll get an idea if that slight injection of pace has been maintained when we get down to the next 100 here. Felix, best part of 20 metres clear now. Laurie's going very nicely indeed in second place, and a very good contest developing for third between Erin, Oscar and Emma. I'm looking for a split somewhere around about 7:46 maybe. And Alex just jumped again. So I'm now looking at something around about 19:45, almost a 20-second, sorry, an 80-second split there for Felix. Felix has lapped Gord McLeod. Sorry, it's Murray Green, East Kilbride swimmer in lane number 4, one of the reserve swimmers, so that explains why he's a bit further back. He's got an entry time of just under 23 minutes, so understandably he'll be a lot slower in theory than the rest of the swimmers. So hoping for a split somewhere around about 9:07. Well, virtually 9:08. So the pace still around about the 1940-ish. When Felix comes down, he'll reach the halfway point. So we can virtually double that and probably add about 6 seconds to give us a guide. So it's 9:47.49. So it's again pacing something just slightly over 1940, but it's been pretty steady from Felix. Again, pace round about 79 seconds there, so just picked it up again a little bit. This is an important part, the next few hundred, where Felix just wants to keep this nice steady pace going, not let it drop, and then try and inject a wee bit over the last 200 or 300. Still going very nicely in lane 5 is Laurie Johnson. Teammates drop back quite significantly now into about 5th or 6th place. Contest for 3rd is between Emma and Oscar in lanes 7 and 8 here. A very good contest they've had throughout. So we're coming down to the 900 mark, looking for a split around about 11:45. Just a little bit over that. Again, a sort of 79, virtually 79.5. So still in the sort of 1940-ish range for Felix. Laurie Johnson still going very nicely in lane 5. She's some 25 seconds further back on our leader. Oscar Miller just slightly in 3rd place ahead of Emma Burrell. So 2/3 of the race now complete for Felix. And they just picked it up a fraction there, just almost 79-second pace for that last 100. So we would hope that Felix can just keep this pace steady for the next couple of hundred and pick it up a wee bit, and that should get him nicely inside 1940 if he can do that. Laurie Johnson probably pacing round about her entry time. She may well come in just fractionally ahead of her entry time, which is 20:15 0.66. So looking for a split somewhere around the 14.24 here. Well, pace just slipped a little bit here. And, Felix needs plenty of encouragement from the side. That's the slowest he's been for quite a bit, just over 80 seconds. Oscar's going very nicely in lane 8 now, gone well clear. East Kilbride lad in third place. The leader comes down with 350 to go. Again, that was virtually a 40-second for that last 50, so just needs to try and pick the pace up a wee bit here if he can. This is sort of the point the swimmers get to the 1200 meters, and they're going to try and regroup. It's 79.5, so he just picked it up a wee bit. He just needs to try and chip away a little bit more. Pacing just over the 1940 mark again. Laurie Johnson's still going pretty well, but Oscar's coming through very strongly, and he's putting a very good challenge here. Might actually be just about upsides Laurie here. Very little between the two, half a second. So really have a contest on our hands for second place. He's maybe just seen Oscar when she got down to the turn there. So looking for a split somewhere around about 17.04 here for the leader. At this point, you'd hope that he could just sort of kick on now. And just a smidgen over 79, so just pick it up another second or so for the next couple of hundred, and that will get him inside 1940. Now we've got change of second place now. Lane 8 has gone well clear. Oscar's really picked it up in the last few hundred. 12-year-old's gone very nicely indeed. He's got an entry time of 22.42, so he's going to be well inside that by probably the best part of 2.5 minutes. So we're looking for a split somewhere around about 18:22, 23 or thereabouts. Just another 100 to go for Felix. Let's hope he kicks in. Now let's see if he can come back in something like a 76. Big ask. This is where the legs will really kick in. Big style here. And the incentive will be the bell when he comes down for the final turn. As you can see, the legs really getting to work with just over 5 to go. When he hears the bell. So just under 38 to get under at 1940. He doesn't have the tumble turn, so there's a fair chance he might do this. Around about the 1920, just off the turn, and he'll really motor down the final 20 metres. Felix 20:28.80. He's going to shatter that by the best part of 50 seconds here. Oh, a really strong finish. Well done, Felix. Cracking finish. And that's a lovely swim. Best part of 52-second improvement. We'd be delighted with that. And the bell for the youngster from East Kilbride, Oscar Miller, and Laurie Johnston. Also here's the bell. Give the first girl home. So down the final 15 metres for Oscar. He's certainly going to improve by well over 2 minutes here. That's a really impressive swim as well from the youngster. 20:23.75. Well, that's all virtually a 2 minutes 20-second improvement. A pretty respectable swim as well for Laurie. 2:15.66, 2:36.50. That's pretty good. Yeah, giving a thumbs up to the coaching team. Well done. And over in lane number 2, Paige Bennett from Cumbernauld. Just inside her entry time, 20:49.65 on a 20:51. And 5th place, Emma Burrell on a 21:23, also nicely in on a 20:54. So some really good times. And even a 21:13 for the reserve. So well done, everyone. That's our first heat underway. Second heat to follow.
Spectators, could we just ask that seats are not reserved in the spectator gallery? As you can see, there are a number of people standing. We can't have that congestion at the top of the spectator gallery, please. So we would ask that seats are not reserved with jackets, etc. during the sessions. Thank you.
So welcome, Jackie. Nice to have you back on the live stream this morning.
Thank you very much, Robert. Yes, busy behind the scenes up until now. So this is Heat 2 of Event 101, the mixed 12 to 14 1500 metre freestyle, and in Lane 1 from City of Glasgow, Peter Sazowski. Lane 2, Jack Kivlehan, Ren 96. His teammate Ella Craig swims in Lane 3. 4, Emily Taylor, Lanark. 5, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride. 6, Lewis Relly, South Ayrshire. 7, Nikki Kalamakis, City of Glasgow. And 8, Finlay Thompson, East Kilbride. So we just saw some superb swimming in that first heat. There's some pretty significant drops in between entry time and finish time this morning. So let's see what happens in the second heat. 18:39, no, in fact, it's Emily Taylor, the fastest entering into this on an 18:30 through to 20:05. And taking the early lead there, it is Lane 2, Jack Kivlehan, the Ren 96 swimmer. He'll be back here next weekend, I think it is, for the Junior Academy, as well a number of swimmers that we'll see this morning. Jack Givelahan leads there ahead of South Ayrshire's Lewis Relly. It's obviously very early in them. And we've got Casey Crisp and Emily Taylor in lanes 4 and 5.
Could be an interesting contest between those two girls. Also Ella Craig just behind. They've been swimming pretty well at the last districts a few months back. So we're looking for improved times from all these girls today.
Interesting battle, I think, to
indeed.
Come later on in the course of this race. As now it's Lewis Relly who takes the lead. 2:20.66 after the first 100 metres. He's just got under a second advantage, and 2:21.99 for third place there.
To see 4 or 5 swimmers all pretty well there, Jackie, at the early stage.
Yes, there's certainly not much separation at the moment, Robert, is there? And still the South Ayrshire swimmer leading ahead of Ren 96, Jack Givelahan. Casey Crisp was the first female there in third place. Emily Taylor in behind her, but really nothing to speak about at this early stage. 2:57.75 for our leader. Just over a second advantage to him on the Ren 96 swimmer.
Peter's going pretty well over in lane 1 as well, Jackie, just 12. So he's doing pretty good to keep up with the pace of these slightly older swimmers.
Yeah, the City of Glasgow swimmer Peter Solowski has got himself up there alongside Jack Givelahan. Casey's moved now to second place in behind Lewis. Mel is still there, she's on the toes of Casey. Two boys in lanes 1 and 2. Jack Givelahan, Peter Solowski, pretty much swimming together. Looking around the 18:25 at the moment, Robert, aren't we? But very early doors, that will change. And in comes Lewis. 4:10.85, Casey 4:12.65, so just under 2 seconds of an advantage there to the South Ayrshire swimmer. So the gap's beginning to open, and we can see the 12-year-old over on the far side now. He's moved body length just about ahead of the Ren 96 swimmer Jack Givelahan. So Peter's up into fourth place and behind Emily. But it's Lewis, Casey, Emily, Peter, Jack, your top 5. .47. So 4:47, 4:49. Got our first and second, Lewis there and Casey. So Lewis is beginning to make a move here and pull away from the rest of the field, but Casey will have him in her sights. And as Robert said earlier, we've seen some pretty good swimming from the girls at this distance earlier on this season. Casey was at the summer meet, certainly, as I'm not sure was Emily. Lewis Relly continues to lead there, and there's clear water between him and Casey. 5:24, 5:27, so just around a 3-second advantage over Lewis now. So slowly but surely, he is opening up the gap from the rest of the field. Of course, there is a long way to go, as we're coming up to 500 metres. We'll just keep an eye on the pacing there. So he's around, it was around, that's 72 the last time. The pace has slowed a little bit, 73 now for Lewis.
But he's still just gone a little bit faster than Casey, so he's just opening up that gap, keeping that gap. Peter's going very nicely over on that far side, Jackie. This is an event that the 11-year-olds don't get to swim. It's 12 and above, and it's the first time I've seen Peter doing a a distance event. And he's going pretty well, not that far behind Casey Chris, who's a pretty good distance swimmer.
Certainly got himself solidly up into third place at the moment, hasn't he? Also a member of the Junior Academy, and he'll be swimming back here a week on Sunday as well.
You're down here as well, Jackie, doing that, so you can't stay away from Dumfries.
Well, I'm lucky enough not to be able to do, not to have to do this, the second one, Robert,
yeah.
So that's quite good. So here comes Lewis. Let's have a look at the time for him. 7:14. Casey, 7:18. So we've got a pretty distinct gap now. Looking at her pacing, it's pretty steady for Lewis actually.
Good,
73 over that last.
Yeah, I think he's now just got into a nice steady rhythm.
Looks very comfortable out there in front at the moment.
Also very nice to see South Ayrshire doing distance freestyle, which a year or two ago you wouldn't have been saying they would have done much more than about a 200 or 400, but they've been doing a lot of their swimmers 400 and above, so good to see some other clubs having a go at this distance event.
So he is really beginning to opening up the gap there. He's got over 5 seconds of an advantage now, Robert, from Casey. But it is Lewis leading ahead of Casey with our City of Glasgow youngest swimmer, Peter, over there in lane 1. Emily Taylor's still up there, and she's up there in 4, still in touch. Certainly with Peter, I think. (8:26.86) for our leader there.
Yeah, just
8:33. So the gap's opening all the time. It's now nearly 8 seconds, as Lewis is very comfortable out there in front. Looking at around about an 18:07 as a finish time. That's keeps this pace going.
Here we are at the moment, Jackie, and considering that he's in at an 18:45, like his teammate Felix going to eat into that quite significantly. Casey's going pretty well, to be fair. She's doing her best to try and stick with him. She's on the 18:39. She's certainly going a little bit faster than that. Peter on a 19:55. He's probably going a good second, a good minute or more inside that, I fancy. Keep an eye on it.
Nice swim there from the 12-year-old. Kalamakis is in the water as well. He's also just 12 years of age. His teammate City of Glasgow swimming there in lane 7. So it's nice to see these younger swimmers having a go at this distance, and certainly I know Nikki has swam at open water, I think. And in comes Lewis, turning in a 10:17.81 after 900 meters. Beg your pardon, no, called that wrong. It's not 900 meters, my apologies. It will be when he comes down to this turn, however.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're expecting that to be about a 10:53, Jackie, or thereabouts.
Yep, so keep an eye on that clock.
I think it's going to be a wee bit more than that.
Maybe just a wee bit outside of that. 10:54.88 for Lewis there.
Now this is the point
Casey
where
11:02.07.
Just began to just drop that pace now, and you kind of worry that if he can't just keep it going, that Casey will fancy her chances of clawing that back a bit now. There's over 10 metres of a gap, but I know that Casey will finish pretty strongly. I just got the feeling that our leader is pacing round about 74, 75 now.
Does have an 11-second advantage, but as you said, I'm sure Casey will be looking to try and close that.
Well, 12.
Pace is
12:08 Jackie, 12:09 somewhere around about 74. I'll just keep an eye on the split here. And it certainly looks as though our leader is just beginning to feel
12:08.92 there.
Pacing round about 18:20.
Just under a 74 though, so he's beginning to.
Casey's inside 10 seconds back. And still has an opportunity to claw that back. It's roughly, she's going to do roughly 2 seconds every 100. Not beyond almost of doing that one, but it's very much down to the leader. And keep this pace going. Again, round about
82.
a 37 pace there. Casey's 10 seconds or so back.
And then Peter's sitting some 4 seconds in behind her. So Casey is pretty experienced 1500 metres freestylist. Peter, as we said, perhaps the first time we've seen him at West Districts tackle this distance, and certainly having a good start to his day over there in lane 1.
Well, we're just under 74 for that last 100, so just sort of settled back into a steadier pace, but it is a little bit slower than it was earlier on. Don't think he's under any threat now of losing the heat. As you say, Jackie, Peter's going really nicely on that far side. Emily Taylor in 4th, Lanark swimmer.
Yeah, so in the previous heat we did have Oscar Miller's 12 years of age, so he set a time of 20:23 there, which was superb, wasn't it, against the 22:42 entry. So Peter will have that in his sights. He'll be wanting for the gold medal coming away from this morning.
Yeah.
And these ones are heat declared winners, aren't they?
These are heat declared winners,
yes, So during the course of the morning, the medals table's over on the far side of the pool, and swimmers are asked to collect their medals before they leave the venue today. There will be results posted around and about the venue during the course of the morning. Please check that before you leave, and as I say, pick up any medals before you leave. Should you find yourself halfway up the road and you haven't collected your medal, however, don't worry, it will be given to you, but ideal if you can go away with it round your neck today. So back in the pool, Lewis is looking pretty comfortable there, Robert. I think he's settled, as you said, into a nice steady pace, and that at the moment is keeping Casey firmly into 2nd place. She turns there in a 15:26, some 4-second advantage over Peter, and in turn he has 5 seconds over Emily.
Well, you'd expect the pace just to rack it up a little bit now with 200 to go for Lewis. Obviously found the last few 100 metres pretty hard, kept it going around a 74 pace, and we're looking at potential finish time maybe around the 18:15 mark if we can find a second or two extra over the last couple of 100 metres.
We're beginning to see the gap close between 2nd and 3rd place at the moment as well. It's down to just about 3 seconds between Casey, who's in 2nd place, and Peter in 3rd. All beginning to pick up the pace, dig deep now as we come into the closing stages of this 1500 metres. And our leader certainly has done that. As you said, Robert, looked a little bit like he had been falling off away from the pace he'd set earlier on, but he's certainly picked that up now and looks very comfortable there for this win this morning.
And just coming back to this morning's programme, all the events that are 200 and above are heat declared winners, but we do have some 50s and 100s this morning where we will have finals for those, something that we've not had at districts for a number of years since COVID. So it's nice that we can have some finals later on this morning. That will be round about 5 to 12, we hope.
Here's the bell for Lewis. Pretty certain that will inject a little bit of pace for him hearing that. The next one to hear the bell will be Casey. But look at Peter, he's right up alongside Casey now over there in lane 1. They both hear the bell simultaneously. Look at that. Less than half a second between the two of them at that turn.
Looks like Peter's going to take this.
He could well do, Robert, but Lewis is going to come in and finish. Let's keep an eye on the clock for Lewis. 19:30, no, beg your pardon, 18:45. Look at that, an 18:15, some 30-second improvement. Well done, Lewis. Good start to your racing here today. And it is Peter who's going to take second place now over there in lane 1. Wow. He finishes in an 18:32, 18:34 for Casey in third place. That's a cracking drop for Peter. Entered on a 19:55, finishes on an 18:32. He's going to be well chuffed with that one this morning. And in comes Lorraine 96 swimmer Ella Craig, finishing her race. Kilbride's Finley Thompson, he hears the bell. Nicky Kalamakis is just coming in to finish his race now, in 7th place.
Nice wee PB as well, Jackie.
It is indeed.
And,
just over 17 seconds of an improvement for Nicky. So let's hear it for Finley. As he comes, he's got about half a length to go. He's getting encouragement from his coaches at the side there. Into the closing meters and finishes his race this morning. That finishes
nice
the
PB as well.
Nice, so some good PBs from our swimmers in the first two heats of this first event this morning. Well done to all the swimmers as we move on to event 102, and this is the female 11 to 14 100 meter backstroke.
6 heats to look forward to.
And this is event 102, the 11-14 female 100-meter backstroke. We have 6 heats for you this morning. This is heat 1, and in lane 1, Lucy Forbes, East Kilbride. 2, Sui Wing Chang, Ren 96. 3, Mary-Louise Carson, Kingston. 4, Anna McFarlane, Rutherglen. 5, Erin Hughes, City of Glasgow. 6, Olivia Taylor, Lanark. 7, Isabella Adam, West Dunbartonshire. And 8, Violet Cran, Motherwell Wishaw. So it's the West Dunbartonshire swimmer, Isabella Adam, the 11-year-old, in that red cap, 38.27 at the half-May mark there. And still looking strong as they go up to the final turn is the West Dunbartonshire swimmer. She's turning first. She turns first ahead of Erin Hughes in second. We need to keep an eye on lane 3 there. She's coming through really nicely. Isabella is being challenged now, but City of Glasgow swimmer Erin Hughes, and Erin takes that, I think. No, it went to the West Dunbartonshire swimmer, 121.70. Well, I don't think that scoreboard's correct at the moment. We'll wait for it to be updated. That wasn't what appeared to happen to me.
Yeah, like a soft touch, Jackie.
Yeah.
You see, I think Erin certainly won that.
I think Erin took that ahead of Isabella Adams, certainly, yeah. And
wait for officials just to confirm that one.
Take a few moments before we get this one confirmed, and we can move on to heat 2.
I'll just maybe double check the time that the timekeeper got just to confirm. So we'll hopefully confirm that just a wee minute, Jackie. Often happens, especially with the younger swimmers on the backstroke, and you're absolutely right, Jackie.
There we go. So that is the result confirmed now. It is Erin Hughes, Isabella Adam, and Mary-Louise Carson, 1, 2, and 3.
Second heat. 1, Tyler Meakin, Motherwell Wishaw. 2, Erin Purden, Lanark. 3, Wazira Boyce, North Ayrshire. 4, Cara McClure, Ren 96. 5 is Abby Grattan, Stranraer Stingrays. 6, Hallie White, East Kilbride, empty lane 7. And 8 is Poppy Bigger from Kilmarnock. Times 1:20 to 1:21 in this one. And a very strong start. East Kilbride's Hallie White, 2-3 metres clear already. That's a very strong start indeed. 35.56, just shades Tyler Meakin. And over the far side, Zira Boyce, Sarah Purden. But I don't think we're going to get anyone catching Hallie now. Well clear with the final 25 to come. She's already 4 or 5 clear. Coming through very nicely is the Stranraer lass, Abby Grattan. I think she's now gone into second place, but no doubt about the winner of this one, Hallie. Well clear on an entry time of 1:21.43, takes that 1:14.44. There's going to be Abby in second, and over in lane 2, the Lanark swimmer, Erin Purden, takes third at 1:20.50. for Abby and 1:21.02 for Erin. Nice improvements of our entry times as well.
And we move on to Heat 3. In lane 1, Lexi Crosby, Milngavin Bearsden. 2, Murren Ramsey, Inverclyde. 3, Eliza Hanna, Hamilton Baths. 4, Faye McLaughlin, Milngavin Bearsden. 5, Charlotte Connor, Bells Hill Sharks. 6, Niamh McSporran, Kintyre. 7, Millie Kerr, Dumfries. And 8, Stella Cook, City of Glasgow. So great to see all 3 reserves have had the opportunity to swim their backstroke this morning. A reserve in earlier on, and the other 2 are in this one. So it's the Milngavin Bearsden swimmer over there in lane 1, Lexi Crosby, leading ahead of Bells Hill Sharks, Charlotte Connor. So your 1 and 2. And we've possibly got 4 swimmers who are there or thereabouts for 3rd place. So let's see what happens after the final turn. But it's the Milngavin Bearsden swimmer taking the field into the turn first. Still just shade ahead of Bells Hill Shark swimmer Charlotte Connor. Lexi Crosby still has the edge on for first place, and she'll bring that home, doing so there in a 1:17.84. 3-second improvement for her. Lane 5's Charlotte Connor in 2nd place in a 1:17.93, so really not much between those 2 girls. A nice race there. And in 3rd place, and in lane 6, the Kintyre swimmer Niamh McSporran, finishing there in a time of 1:19.50. So all 3 girls improved their entry time as we move on to Heat 4.
So the 4th heat, Iona Kellogg, Dumfries in 1. Ailsa Chan, East Kilbride 2, Hannah McMillan, North Ayrshire 3, Louisa McNeish, South Ayrshire 4, Stuart Shung from round 96 in lane 5. Empty lane 6, Olivia Gavin, Milngavin Bearsden 7, and Amelia Cousins, City Glasgow in lane 8. 1:12 to 1:19. That's the first of the seeded heat, so expect the middle lanes really to be prominent. Lane 3, Hannah McMillan maybe just shades it, but it's all pretty tight. 35.72, Hannah just ahead of Lisa. And so those 3 girls almost in a line. It's still advantage just with Hannah. And Hannah just out the turn with Louise. Gavin also coming through, and in lane 8, but it looks as though it's lane 4 coming through very strongly. The Death just to take this one. Lane 4, 3 and 5. I'll wait for that just to be confirmed. Lane 7 also well there. 437 is actually the finish order. Louisa, Hannah and Olivia. 1:13.96, 1:14.47, 1:15.02. All very tight at the Death there, Jackie.
Yep, nice tight race there, wasn't it, Robert? So we're moving on to heat number 5. Just ensuring the backstroke starts are good to go. So this is heat number 5, the penultimate heat of this event. In lane 1, Ella Freestone, South Ayrshire. 2, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld. 3, Robin Maxwell, Dumfries. 4, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. 5, Niamh Shields, Hamilton Baths. 6, Paige Bennett, Cumbernauld. 7, Ruby Hunter, Hamilton Baths. And 8, Sandy Keddy, Cumbernauld. 3 girls there, 3, 4 and 5. Robin Maxwell, Eva Gordon, Neve Shields, pretty much in a line as we come down to the turn at the halfway mark. Touch went to lane 4 and a 34.33. 34.54 and 34.70 were the other 2 times at the halfway mark there, so nothing really to split 3 girls. So our leaders in the centre of the pool there, and turning first, the City of Glasgow's Eva Gordon. But Robin Maxwell coming up right alongside her. Hamilton Bath's Neve Shields isn't out of the picture either. This is going to be a real battle into the finish now, and I think the Hamilton Bath swimmer's going to take that. She does in a 1:11.65 ahead of lane 3's Robin Maxwell in a 1:11.97, and City of Glasgow Eva Gordon in third in a 1:12.54.
Another tight finish there, Jackie. Both those girls will be contesting the final, the 2 13-year-olds. Neve just a wee bit slower than the other 2 off the blocks at the start, so that might give her a wee advantage if she can get sharply away in the final. This is our 6th and final heat. So lane 1, Lucy Slider, South Ayrshire. 2, Heidi Addison, Hamilton Bass. 3, Taya Laidlaw, Dumfries. 4, Rebecca Marling, Belsall Sharks. Empty lane 5. 6, Elise Betts, Wren 96. 7, Isabella Shanks, Belsall Sharks. And 8, Millie Bell, Mulganbeer Sten. 107 fastest entry here is Rebecca in lane 4, and she's out very smartly indeed. A distinct red cap with an S, a white S, Bells Hill, and out extremely strongly. That's the fastest split we've had, 33.64, a good 2.5 clear at this early stage. Dear Laidlaw, Dumfries swimmer going nicely in 2nd, and over in lane 6 comfortably is in 3rd place. That very much looks like Rebecca's got this one pretty well wrapped up, so she'll be back, assuming that there's been no infraction in the swim for the final. 14-year-old with the fastest time, 1:08.68, 1:11.53. Nice swim from Taya. She'll go in with the fastest time of the 13-year-olds, and he finishes 1:13.70. It's probably the fastest 12-year-old time, so those 3 might be our winners of the 12, 13 and 14s when we get to finals. We'll wait and see how that one goes.
I'll just announce some medalists just now, however, for the 1500 metre. So meters freestyle, the girls 12-year-olds in bronze medal, Sky Bailey, East Kilbride. Silver goes to Erin Long of Wren 96, and gold, Laurie Johnson, Wren 96. 13-year-old girls, bronze goes to Ella Craig, Wren 96, silver, Emily Taylor, Lanark, and gold, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride. This is Heat 1 of Event 103. That's the turn of the boys, 11 to 14-year-old 100 metre backstroke. Heat 1 of 6, so in lane 1, Finlay McDermott, South Ayrshire. 2, Noah Graham, City of Glasgow. 3, Carter Jones, Dumfries. 4, Woody Keddy, Cumbernauld. 5, Ray Doherty, South Ayrshire. His teammate Benjamin Freeston swims in lane 6. 7, Nico Croxford, City of Glasgow. And 8, Tyler Gould, City of Glasgow. So we have two 13-year-olds, and the other 6 are all battling for the 12-year-old medals here. Sorry, a place in the 12-year-old final later this morning. Leading at the moment there in lane 3, Carter Jones, the Dumfries swimmer, there in the white cap. He's leading ahead of Noah Graham and Woody Keddy. That's Carter that turns first there. Still with that arrow-shaped formation for our top 3 swimmers, Carter Jones, Noah Graham, Woody Keddy, although Woody's now up into second place. That nice yellow cap of Cumbernauld, instantly recognisable as Carter finishes there in a 1:15.61. 5-second improvement for him. 1:18.29 for Woody, again an improvement, and Noah finishes in a 1:19.43. Again an improvement on their entry times. I'll have to wait and see where that takes them for the finals later. I'll continue with the medalists for the 1500 metres. The 14-year-old girls, gold medal goes to Paige Bennett of Cumbernauld. 12-year-old boys, bronze medal goes to East Kilbride's Oscar Miller. Silver goes to Nicky Kalamakis, City of Glasgow, and his teammate Peter Slawski takes gold. 13-year-old boys, silver medal goes to Finlay Thompson of East Kilbride, and gold, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. 14-year-old boys, silver medal goes to Ren 96, Jack Kivlahan, and the gold goes to South Ayrshire's Lewis Relly.
So just about ready to get underway with the second heat. One, Peter Slawski, City Glasgow. 2, Declan Shaw, Bellshill Sharks. 3, Cole Scott, Larkhall Avondale. 4 is Finlay Thompson, East Kilbride. 5, Oliver Buchan, Larkhall Avondale. 6, Jack McVeigh, Scotia. 7, Harry Murray, Bellshill Sharks. And 8, Oscar Little, City Glasgow. Well, 2 swimmers in the outside lanes who swam really well on the 1500 on the backstroke. But at the moment, Finlay Thompson, 13-year-old from East Kilbride, has about a body length advantage coming towards the halfway mark, 35.88, just ahead of Oliver Buchan and Cole Scott. And East Kilbride swimmer looks as though he's got this one pretty well wrapped up now. Well, about almost 2 body lengths clear. Coming through quite strongly in lane 6. Jack McVeigh from Scotia in that green cap. He's maybe got himself into second place. No doubt about who's going to take this. East Kilbride swimmer Finlay Thompson well clear. Oh, and Jack's going to be at second, and possibly over the far side will be Peter, who takes third. That is indeed the finish order. 1:13.95. Nice time for Finlay. Jack 1:16.43 and 1:17.02 for Peter. Nice PBs all round, lads. Well done.
Yeah, we now have the times for the different age brackets for the finals set, Robert. We've had a 12, 13 and a 14-year-old swimming now, so these boys, as they go into the subsequent heats, will know what they're aiming for. So we're just getting organised. And this is heat number 3. In lane 1, Jamie Pitt, South Ayrshire. 2, Andrew Cumming, Forth Valley Tridents. 3, Mohammed Khan, City of Glasgow. 4, Adam Reid, East Kilbride. 5, David Drashia, Forth Valley Tridents. 6, Adam Khan, Milngavie and Bearsden. 7, Ethan Roddy, City of Glasgow. And 8, Kyle Rodin, Forth Valley Tridents. And it's the centre of the pool, the East Kilbride swimmer Adam Reid. Entered on a 1:16.13. He is the fastest going into this heat. And is 34.73 ahead of Mohammed Khan there, and in turn ahead of Kyle Roding. So top 3 spread right across the pool. East Kilbride swimmer looks really strong there, turning first. Not sure he's going to be caught this morning in this heat. Second place lies with Milngavie and Bearsden, Adam Khan. And then it's Mohammed Khan in third place as East Kilbride's Adam Reid finishes there in a 1:11.92. Improvement on his entry time. Second place with a 1:13.02. Lane 6, Adam Khan. And lane 3, in a 1:15.
Dead heat, Jackie, for third.
Oh yes, thank you for pointing that out, Robert. It's a difficult angle here. So it's dead heat for third place there with a 1:15.04. Lanes 3, Mohammed Khan, and lane 8, Kyle Roding.
Yeah, Jackie's in not the best spot to see the board. Those of you listening in on the live stream, I've got the best position to see that one, Jackie, so...
Either that or you went to Specsavers and I didn't.
Yeah, indeed.
No, I think, yeah.
So we'll move on to heat number 4. Good luck, fellas. That's the first of the seeded heats. So... just one 12-year-old to come in the last 3 heats, so that's basically mostly 14-year-olds, a few 13-year-olds. N1, Lewis Sinclair from Rutherglen. 2, Kyle McQuaker, Kintyre. 3, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. 4, Daniel Letham, City Glasgow. 5 is Orm McLeod, Forth Valley Trident. 6, Kieran Naismith, Bellshill Sharks. 7, Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire. And 8, Samuel McEwen from Cumbernauld. 1:06 to 1:15 are the times. And no surprise, the middle lanes are very prominent here. Daniel Letham, City Glasgow. Just shades Orm McLeod. Hamish Black. So it's as per the seeding, 4.536, 32.20. At the moment, it is very much on the seeding in this heat. Daniel still clear of Oren. Very close for third place. Hamish just shades Kieran. Down the final stretch, this is Daniel Letham's race. Well clear in this one, so he'll be comfortably in the final. 1:05.32. Oren takes second. 1:08.35 and 1:09.39 for Hamish. Very much on the seedings. 1:10.34 fourth place. I'll wait and see if that's good enough to get Kieran in to a final. Lots of 14-year-olds to follow.
So we're just getting organised here to move on to the penultimate heat of this event.
Just waiting on that last heat just to be confirmed, Jackie, before we move on.
So swimmers for the next heat, you just need to keep yourself warm while we wait for that previous result to be confirmed. That's you, yes. This is heat number 6. In lane 1, Jack Handley, Ren 96. His teammate Jack Kivlahan swims in lane 2. 3, Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow. 4, Liam Hendry, North Ayrshire. 5, Nate Uppington, Ren 96. His teammate Logan McKenzie in lane 6. 7, Luca Cittadini, Kingston. And 8, Ben Hemmings, Stranraer. So this is pretty much a Ren 96 race here, but it's North Ayrshire's Liam Hendry who has the advantage ahead of City of Glasgow's Samuel Ruff, and in turn ahead of Ren 96 Logan McKenzie at the halfway mark there. Still looking strong there going into the final turn. It is the North Ayrshire swimmer Liam Hendry, entered on a 1:05. He'll have an idea of just what he needs to do to get himself into the final later on this morning. Looks like he's quite comfortable there with what he's doing. So Liam Hendry takes that in a 1:05.30 ahead of Samuel Ruff in a 1:06.57, and Logan McKenzie takes third in a 1:08.24.
Now, Jackie and I were a wee bit confused on that last one when the board was finally scrolled. There were in fact 2 disqualifications for technical fractions. Lanes 4 and 5, the first 2 home, were disqualified in the previous heat. So that 1:05.30, Jack, the fastest time so far. So we move on to the final heat. Heat 6, 1, Roman Youet, Dumfries. 2, Nicky Titch, Stirling Swimming. 3, Oliver McElwraith, Cumbernauld. 4, Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries, teammate Struan Henry. 5, 6, Aaron Graham, North Ayrshire. 7, Callum Chesser, City Glasgow. And 8, Ben Gray, Dumfries. So 4 from Dumfries in this one. And one of them is doing pretty well, as is his teammate Nathan Zorrell. And Struan Henry, 1:2.31.26, 31.84. Those 2 lads well clear of the rest. Well, will they want to push on or just do enough to qualify for the final? Smart money should be that they just take their time. And at the turn, both the guys probably just taking it nice and steady. Struan trying to come and maybe sneak in. But, Nathan's got this one. 1:04.34, 1:04.84, and in lane 3, 1:07.85 is coming also over McElwraith. All these lads 14, and I think those times will certainly get them into the final pretty comfortably indeed, Jackie.
Yeah, that concludes the backstroke for this morning, and we're moving now on to the 50-metre butterfly. That's the turn first of our female swimmers. We have 10 heats of this event this morning.
Hopefully we will give you finalists very shortly for those backstroke for both the guys and the girls.
Hi, sorry, there's some car registration they're blocking over at the range. Trying to get a lorry out, if you don't mind.
This is heat number 1, lane 2, Sophie Innes, 3, Isla Grant, 4, Lily May Leggett, 5, Penelope McVeigh, 6, Emily Craig, and 7, Cara Anderson. Cara Anderson, I think, looked like she had the turn first, that orange cap of Stranraer. She does have the lead coming down with half a length to go. The battle for second place now between Lily May Leggett and Penelope McVeigh. Penelope looks like she's winning that battle, as in comes Cara Anderson to finish in first, ahead of Penelope McVeigh and Lily May Leggett. Could I just have your attention for a moment, please? There are two cars parked in the range car park, and they are blocking a vehicle getting out. If your vehicle is registration SD20NUW or P60KAN, could you please go and move the vehicle as quickly as possible? There's a big lorry trying to get in or out of that car park at the moment. Thank you.
Heat 2, Isabella Lewin, Hannah Gaffney, Julia Drewer, Wendy Addison, Alexandria Thompson, Chloe McDonald, Hannah Malloy, and Nada Sama. 39 to 39.7 the times in this one. Pretty tight. It might just be lane 3. Lane 7 and 8 also well there. And Julia Drewer in 3, Hannah Malloy, Nada Sama. It's very tight. It looks like it might just be lane 7 with the advantage. 7:38. That's the final. 36.82. Hannah Malloy from East Kilbride takes that. Second place, Julia Drewer. Forth Valley Tridents, 37.32 and 37.63. Third place, Nada Sama from Dumfries. Well, disqualification in that last heat, lane 8 for a technical infraction.
Heat 3, lanes 1 through to 8. Stella Cook, Eva Thompson, Carly Cairns, Summer Brown, Alba Simpson, Clara Taylor, Hannah McMillan, and Anna McFarlane. And I think it is lane 7, the North Ayrshire swimmer Hannah McMillan, turning first there, but right on her heels and alongside her, Clara Taylor, the 12-year-old from Lanark. These two have the advantage over the rest of the field as Clara moves really nicely up alongside Hannah. Hannah's going to have to keep going to take this one. Clara's really battling all the way, but I think it did go to Hannah. It does in a 35.46 with a 36.19 for Clara Taylor. And third place, Hannah McMillan, Clara Taylor, Eva Thompson. That's what the board is showing us, yes.
Heat number 4, empty lane in 1. Alia Hare, Carly Gribben, Louise McKenzie, Eva Maguire, Emily Turner, Alia Eleni and Maisie McClatchy. That's the 7 swimmers in our heat. And a very strong turn in lane number 5. And down the Cumbernauld swimmer, Eva Maguire, looks as though she's just shading this one. All over in lane 2, flying at the death, Katie Mayer. She's just going to get touched down to 3rd. It's lane 5 that takes it. Eva Maguire, Emily Turner from Rutherglen takes 2nd, 36.15, 36.74 respectively, and 37.07 for Carrier.
This is heat number 5, lanes 1 through to 8. Evie Williams, Alba McClure, Heidi Addison, Sophie Holmes, Cara McClure, Tyler Meakin, Robin Forbes and Clara Baker. It's pretty tight going into that turn. It's lane 5. Has the advantage just ahead of lane 4's Sophie Holmes. Clara McClure there in the Ren 96 cap with the advantage, and she takes that in a 36.57 ahead of Sophie Holmes in a 36.88, and Alba McClure takes 3rd place in a 36.95, subject to official confirmation. There we go.
Heat 6, Ailey Craig, Holly Hutchison, Heidi Baker, Liza Hanna, Sophie Anderson, Isabella Adam, Millie Kerr and Erin Hughes. 35 and 36 seconds, the times in this one, strongly away in lanes 2, also 5 and 7. Holly Hutchison, Sophie Anderson, Millie Kerr out the turn. Nice turn in lane 2 from Holly. And it's tightening up. Holly still with that slight advantage, but Sophie's coming through very strongly. She's going to get 2nd, and lane 7 possibly in 3rd. That's the finish order, lane 2. It was Holly that takes that 35.33, 35.61 for Sophie, and Millie 35.97. Wait for that to be confirmed by our officials before we move on to our 7th heat.
So this is heat number 7 in lanes 1 through to 8. Grace Lumsden, Orla McClernon, Neve Shields, Ellie Mayer, Charlotte Connor, Anna Law, Scout McGillivray and Eva McGee. Hamilton Baths well represented in this heat. And this is a tight one, but I think it's the Hamilton Baths Neve Shields who has the advantage there in lane 3. She's beginning to move away for the rest of the field with a battle for second and third coming from lanes 1, 2 and 4. And it is the Hamilton Baths swimmer Neve Shields who takes that in a 33.21. She does so ahead of Cumbernauld Orla McClernand in a 34.62. And third place goes to Grace Lumsden from Scotia. The time has cleared itself. It's a 34.69 for her. So that's the result confirmed.
Heat 8 is the first of the 3 seeded heats, Jackie, so underway with that in a wee moment. So empty lane in 1, so 2 to 8, Sue Chu, Beth Gillies, Rebecca Marling, Robin Maxwell, Kaylee McCauley, Lisa McNish and Abby Grattan. 31.51 to 35.39 the times in this one, so the middle lane should be prominent, and it is just lane 4. Rebecca with the advantage. Rebecca Marling, Robin Maxwell in 5. Beth Gillis probably takes third. And that is the finish order, 31.72 for Rebecca. Robin takes second, 32.18. And third is Beth on 33.11.
So 2 heats to go. 2 heats to go before it's the boys' turn here. This is heat 9. So we're just waiting for that previous heat to be confirmed here, Robert.
That looks good. And on to the next heat, Jackie.
So this is heat number 9, lanes 1 through to 8. Ruby Hunter, Lucy Slider, Heidi Shaw, Sophie Haining, Sandy Keddy, Megan Ferris, Rebecca Motion and Cara Gray. It is lane 6 there. Megan Ferris, the Cumbernauld swimmer who had the advantage at the turn. She continues to lead, but she's not having it all her own weight. Here comes her teammate. Megan, I think, will hang on to this. She does. It's really tight in behind her. So Megan Ferris there in a 32.07 takes that ahead of Sophie Haining. Sophie Haining, I beg your pardon, 32.08, with Heidi Shaw taking third place in a 32.24. As I think that is the result confirmed.
Nicely called, Jackie. 100th of a second between the first two.
Get it right sometimes, Robert.
Yeah. So our final heat. So empty lane in 3, so 1 to 8. Elise Betts, Charlotte Shanks, Charlotte Craig, Taya Laidlaw, Kayla Morrison, Anna Wilson, Ailey Walsh. Now the 2 middle lanes, Charlotte Craig, Taya Laidlaw. It might just be the Dumfries swimmer who has the advantage. It's Taylor coming down, but coming back at her is Charlotte. It's on the touch here. Bill, I think, might just get this one. Just 31 dead, 31.06. Oh, Charlotte, two different ages, 13-year-old Tia and Charlotte 14. Third place, Hannah Wilson, 33.19. So, as Jackie says, that's girls done with. It's the guys now. 10 heats to follow.
Indeed, Robert. Just the 4 swimmers in the first heat. As the girls just vacate the pool and we'll get ourselves organised for all this. So as we said, this is heat number 1 in lane 3, Thomas O'Hare, 4, Jamie Wilson, 5, Max Tipper, and 6, Rufus Turner. So there's 2 Dumfries swimmers taking part in this. It looks like it is both those boys, Max Tipper and Rufus Turner, 1 and 2 at the turn there. They're wearing 2 different swim caps, but it's Max Tipper, the 12-year-old from Dumfries, leading ahead of his teammate Rufus Turner, with third place lying with East Kilbride's Thomas O'Hare, as finishing there in a 35.55, well inside, there's almost 10 seconds inside his entry time. Max Tipper in first place, 38.14 goes to Rufus Turner, again a significant improvement on his entry time, and third place goes to lane 3, Thomas O'Hare in a 41.32. Again, inside his entry time, as indeed was Jamie. So a really good first heat there. It's nice to see all the boys achieving some really good PBs there.
So we now move on to our second heat. Lachlan Buchanan, Lachlan Waddle, Cameron Smith, Reid Mitchell, Ray Gong, Cameron Cowie, Murray Green, Lewis Brown. It's like lane 2. Lachlan Waddle from Bells Hill. Just shading it, but it's tightening up, coming down the final stretch here. Oh. The near side look as though it's going to be those guys, 8.76. Lane 2 dead heat actually. Lachlan Waddle 41.09, dead heated with Lewis Brown, and Murray Green takes third, 40.
Heat 2, lane 1, Lachlan Buchanan, 2, Lachlan Waddle, empty lane 3, lanes 4 through to 8, Reed Mitchell, Ray Gong, Cameron Cowie, Murray Green and Lewis Brown. It's tight in the centre of the pool there at the turn. In fact, lanes 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6 all pretty much turned together. So we've got half a length to go. Look like the white cap of East Kilbride, Lachlan Buchanan over on the far side there has this. Is he going to hold it? He does. Just ahead. No, in fact, he doesn't. It's really tight to see that. Yes, he does. Lane 1, 38.75 ahead of Cameron Cowie in a 38.89. But oh dear. Okay, so I've read the wrong names, I beg your pardon. So the winner there in lane 1, Nathan Casals. Nico Croxford in second. And Jude McEwen in third. Apologies there. Get myself caught up.
So our fourth heat, 1 to 8, Emmett Moreau, Ross Leslie, Fraser Reid, Tyler Gould, Hen Chong, Shariah Moody, Jack Somerville, Benjamin Young. 38, 85 to 40, 65 the times in this one. Now maybe just lane 7, Jack Somerville with the advantage, and Jack looks the strongest coming down the final stretch. Tyler Gould in 4. Looks as though he's probably got second place. He's going to get third. Lane 3, I think. 36.69, the winning time for lane 7. Jack Somerville. Tyler takes second, 37.29, and 38.21 was lane 3, Fraser Reid from Hamilton Baths.
This is heat number 5, lane 1, Oliver Buchan, 2, Jack McVeigh, 3, Harry Murray, empty lane 4, 5 through to 8 is Daniel Waitman, Aaron Carberry, Lewis Taft and Isaac Riley. And it's lane 2 there, the green cap of Scotia, Jack McVeigh had the advantage at the turn, but right up alongside him, we need to keep an eye on lane 7, City of Glasgow's Lewis Taft. He's coming through fast, but he's going to have to settle for second, as first place there goes to Scotia's Jack McVeigh in a 34.81. Lewis Taft takes second in a 34.81, and it's Daniel Whiteman taking third in a 36.86. The results confirmed.
So 6 heat, Xander Bennett, Gillen Redpath, Cole Scott, Ben Hemmings, Jamie Pitt, Woody Keddy, Harris Many and Kyle Rodding. 35.95 to 37.50. And the 2 yellow caps, South Ayrshire and Cumbernauld, probably just shading at the moment. Flying down the stretch though is that silver cap of Rutherglen. Gillen Redpath has timed this perfectly. He's going to take this. Lanes 5 and 6 almost together as they were for second and third, but a very nice swim there. 35.13 for Gillen, but a second and a half faster than his entry time. Fifth, Jamie Pitt and Woody Keddy. Second and third, 35.35 and 35.42. Their times for second and third place.
We can give you some finalists at the moment, just the pool's being cleared there, I think. The referee's ready to start the next race, so I'll give you those shortly.
As Jackie says, we'll just quickly give you the girls' 11, 12-year-old backstroke finalists. They are Reese Betts, Ali White, Millie Bell, Lexi Crosby, Charlotte Connor, Myrne Ramsey, Abby Grattan, Isabella Adam. Our reserves, Taylor Meehan and Mary-Louise Carson. Swearing, I think there might have been an adjusted result in this one, Jackie. I think we've possibly got a technical infraction in this last heat.
We are just waiting for that result to be confirmed from heat number 6.
May well have been some adjusted times, Jackie. In fact, we do have a disqualification. Lane 1 for a technical infraction in that last heat.
Doesn't impact on the result though. This is heat number 7, lanes 1 through to 8. Carter Jones, Matthew Lumsden, Matthew O'Connor, David Gracia, Luca Cittadini, Andrew McLaughlin, Calvin Kerr and Adam Reed. It's tight there, but I think with the advantage is lane 6, Andrew McLaughlin. But coming through really nicely after that turn, the Kingston swimmer, Luca Cittadini there in lane 5. Andrew still coming, however. Oh, this is really tight. I think it went to lane 6 there. But we'll just wait for the result to be confirmed. 32.71 for Andrew McLaughlin. Luca gets 32.75. And lane 8, Adam Reed, 33.26. The result is confirmed there. As we move on to the seeded heats.
One to 8, Orr McLeod, Hayden Simpson, Nathan Zorrell, Lewis Riley, Hamish Black, Max Clark, Ben Gray, Brodie Brown. That's first of the seeded heat, so all the action should be in the middle lane. Lane 4, 5 and 3. Out the turn, Hamish Black, Lewis Riley, Nathan Zorrell. Also coming through very strongly in 2 with a late surge, Hayden Simpson. At the moment it's lanes 5 and 4. And very tight for third place. It was lane 3 just getting up to take third. 29.99. That's a nice time to get under the 30 second mark. Hamish Black, Lewis Riley takes second, and 31.57. Nathan Zorrell in third.
Heat number 9, lanes 1 through to 8. Callum Chesser, Aaron Graham, Andrew Hendry, Nate Uppington, Daniel Letham, Struan Henry, Adam Kahn and Felix Broom. Looks like it's lane 6 And lane 3 there, leading Andrew Hendry and Struan Henry. But coming up in nicely in between them, the City of Glasgow swimmer Daniel Latham. The green cap, Scotia, Andrew Hendry just takes that one ahead of Struan Henry and Daniel Latham. 30.46, 30.77, 30.87, so pretty tight there for the boys. Finishing. Let's wait for that to be confirmed. There we go. And we move on to the final heat of this event.
So 1 to 8, Bruno Vignan, Cameron Miller, Oscar Wallace, Yazin Tatab, Zachary Pine, Logan McKenzie, Nicky Titch and Declan Shaw. Strongly away in lane number 4, Yazin Tatab, Oscar Wallace in 3 and Zachary Pine either side, and also going very well, Nicky Titch, Stirling swimmer. He's got a chance a second, but no doubt who's got this one. Yazin takes that one. Lane 5 and 7. I'll wait for lane 5 to come through. I think Zachary Pine is in fact second. 31 dead is Nicky Titch's time. I think he was third. I'll wait for officials to confirm that. 28.56, cracking time for Yazin. I'm still convinced lane 5 was second, but what do I know?
You're not wrong very often, Robert, but we'll wait and see.
Only when my wife tells me I'm wrong.
All right.
Is she listening in? I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? So we're just clearing the pool there so that we can get started with event 106 once the final heat of 105 is confirmed. So event 106 is the females 11 to 14 100 IM. I think Robert might give you.
In 5, there we are, 30.94. Thank you, Fiona. Confirming Zachary was indeed second, and third place, Nicky Titch.
So this is heat 1 of 7 of event 106, and in lane 1, Eva Thompson, Ren 96, 2, Isla Grant, Kilmarnock, 3, Faye McLaughlin, Mulgine Bearsden, 4, Alexandria Thompson, Stranraer, 5, Robin Geddes, Bells Hill, 6, Emily Craig, Kilmarnock, 7, Wing Chan Siu, Ren 96 with an empty lane 8. Four different strokes here, over 25, each one 25 metres, and at the moment it's over there in lane 1, the Ren 96 cap of Eva Thompson, leading the field in at the halfway mark, but she's in fact, it's her teammate actually in lane 7, apologies, didn't see her, Wing Chan Chia, who's leading the field, ahead of Eva Thompson. But they're all coming back now in this breaststroke. We really do see some changes in an IM in a breaststroke section. Swimming really nicely there in the orange cap for Stranraer and the Bells Hill Shark swimmers. Alexandria Thompson and Robin Geddes. And it's Alexandria Thompson has this now. But here coming back in this last section, the Ren 96 swimmer. Wing Chan Shu, and she takes that in a 1:24.53, doing so ahead of Alexandria Thompson, 1:25.07, and third place goes to Robin Geddes in a 1:26.94.
So second heat, 1, Poppy Fleming, Ren 96. 2, Lewis Hutt, Renfrew Bass. 3, Sophie Anderson, South Ayrshire. 4, Heidi Baker, Ren 96. 5, Isabel Adam, Western Bartonshire. 6, Neves McSporran, Kintyre. 7, Clara Baker from Ren 96. And 8, Wendy Addison, Larkhall, Avondale. 124.69 to 125.78. So now onto the backstroke section. Lane 6 and 3. Those two girls, Neve and Sophie, almost together. Neve just, I think, with the slight advantage, 38.02. But things can change now on the breaststroke section. Both the girls turned first and second, still maintaining that advantage. And the Kintyre lass still going pretty nicely in lane 6, just holding that slight advantage she had, but not much in it between the two. South Ayrshire's Sophie Anderson with everything to play for, but a very nice turn from Neve. So she's going to take this one. Neve's going to get this one from Sophie. And in lane 8, Wendy Addison, Larkhall, Avondale will be our third one home. 121.17, nice improved time. And 122.61 for Sophie. 125.89 for Wendy.
Heat 3, lane 1, Cara McClure, Ren 96. 2, Hannah Gaffney, Rutherglen. 3, Olivia Rustigu, Motherwell Wishaw. 4, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride. 5, Carly Cairns, North Ayrshire. 6, Robin Forbes, Milngavie Bearsden. 7, Evie Williams, Inverclyde. And 8, Millie Kerr, Dumfries. And a good start there, and firmly in the lead we see the white cap of Casey Crisp, the East Kilbride swimmer. Had a good 1500 metres earlier on this morning. Is now showing her skills in the IM. Second place, and closer to me in lane 8, Millie Kerr, with Evie Williams in third at the halfway mark, and we're into the breaststroke. What's going to change now? Casey Crisp still has this. Second and third places still lying with Millie Kerr and Evie Williams, but I think Evie's just overtaken now. Let's watch Cara McClure over there in lane 1. But Casey, this is her race this morning. She's got just about 5 metres left to go, and she comes to finish her race. Second place, there is a real battle in 7 and 8, but lane 1 coming through really nicely. Lane 1 took the... No, she's just pipped at the post there by lane 8.
Dead heat for second.
It's a dead heat, in fact, for second place. Nice to see that 122.66 for both girls there. Certainly was very fiercely fought there at the end, but no doubt who our winner was, Casey Crisp. Results confirmed, and we move on to heat number 4.
So 48, 1, Florence Henderson, Stirling Swimming, 2, Tyler Meekin, Motherwell and Wishaw, 3, Julia Drua, Forth Valley Trident, Empty Lane, 4, Eva Maguire, Cumbernauld, 6, Charlotte Connor from Belsilk Sharks, 7, Albert McClure from Ren 96, and 8, Anna Killick from Dumfries. Advantage with the Belsilk swimmer at the moment, Charlotte Connor, maybe half a metre clear. Lane 8 going nicely, Anna Killick from Dumfries. It's all to play for with the breaststroke to follow, 36.06 over a second advantage. That is likely to change here with the Dumfries swimmer coming through very strongly in lane 8, also trying to get in the mix. Then lane 5, Eva Maguire over in lane 1. Florence Henderson rather. It's a Dumfries swimmer who's had a very good breaststroke. He's now going to take this one. Belsilk swimmer Charlotte Connor looks as though she's going to maybe just get overhauled for second here. She did indeed. 1:18, 82. Anna Kellett 1:20.26. Amber McClure and Charlotte Connor 1:20.37 in third.
So we're on to the seeded heats now. Heat number 5. So as I said, this is heat number 5, and in lane 1, Paige Bennett, Cumbernauld, 2, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride, 3, Erin Long, Ren 96, 4, Neve Shields, Hamilton Baths, 5, Robin Maxwell, Dumfries, 6, Jessica Simpson, Hamilton Baths, 7, Sophie Holmes, Motherwell Wishaw, and 8, Zara McNeil, Rutherglen. And it's the centre of the pool, Hamilton Baths and Dumfries, Robin Maxwell and Neve Shields. Well, matching each other stroke for stroke as we come into the turn at the halfway mark and into the breaststroke. 33.16, 33.37. So nothing really to split those two girls there. So who's got the strongest breaststroke? Who can gain the advantage going into the final 25 metres? Still pretty tight there, but it looks like it's Robin Maxwell will just lead the field in, only just ahead of Neve Shields. So it's all to play for as the girls come down. It's final length. Hamilton Bath swimmer just gaining the advantage. It's at half a body length over Robin Maxwell. What can Robin do? This is really tight into the end, but Hamilton Bath takes that. Neve Shields in a time of 1:13.29. Robin Maxwell in a 1:13.58 takes second. And third place goes to Hamilton Bath's Jessica Simpson in a 1:16.29. Just wait for that to be confirmed. There we go.
So 68, Beth Gillis, Hamilton Baths 1, 2, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld, 3, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96, 4, Sophie Haining, Belsilk Sharks, 5, Kayla Morrison, Stirling Swimming, 6, Tia Laidlaw from Dumfries, Empty Lane 7, and Millie Bell in 8 from Mulgrine Bearsden. Smartly away in lane 6, Tia Laidlaw from Dumfries has a good body length advantage. So want to try and make sure she has this advantage after the breaststroke section. So almost 2-second advantage. The swimmers in the middle lanes now coming through to challenge. Sophie Haining from Bellshill really motoring along with Charlotte Craig, Ella Morrison. Very little between Tia and Sophie out the turn. Dumfries swimmer just with that marginal advantage. It's very tight down the final stretch, but it looks like Tia is going to hold. Charlotte Craig will get second, and third place Sophie Haining. 1:14.93, 1:15.20 and 1:15.87 for those three girls.
And this is heat number 7, the final heat of this event. In lane 1, Ellie Mayer, Hamilton Bath. 2, Elise Betts, Ren 96. 3, Hazel Shue, Ren 96. 4, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. 5, Ella Craig, Ren 96. 6, Grace Lumsden, Scotia. 7, Laurie Johnson, Ren 96. And 8, Murren Ramsey, Inverclyde. A really good strong start there in the centre of the pool. Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. She's a good body and a half length ahead of the rest of the field, with 2 Red 96 swimmers either side of her. Eva Gordon and Grace, I beg your pardon, start that again. Either side of Eva Gordon, Hazel Shue and Ella Craig into the breaststroke. And we can see the Scotia swimmer Grace Lumsden coming through really nicely in that green cap there in lane 6. But it is Eva Gordon who's put a stamp on this right from the beginning. Certainly not going to catch her, but Grace Lumsden had a good breaststroke section there, firmly up into second place. She will take that as Eva Gordon comes in to finish in a 1:13.24. Grace Lumsden finishes in a 1:17.36. And Ella Craig that finishes in third place in a 1:18.10. Just wait for that to be confirmed. There we go. And that concludes event 106. It's now the time of the boys in the 100 IM.
Quickly give you the finalists for the girls. 13 backstroke, 100 backstroke. Tia Laidlaw, Eve Shields, Robin Maxwell, Ailsa Chand, Holly Walker, Heidi Addison, Isabella Shanks, Dave McSporran, reserves Vizira Boyce and Lucy Forbes. So the first of 5 heats, no swimmer in 1. Long Chong from Ren 96 in 2. Ray Gong, O'Brien Bearsden in 3. Isaac Riley, Forth Valley Tridents 4. Ray Doherty, South Ayrshire 5. Jude McEwen, Renfrew Bath 6. Xander Bennett, Rutherglen 7. Richard Connor, Larkhall, Avondale in lane 8. 1:26 through to 1:28 the times in this one. And at the moment, just shading it in lane 2 in Long Chong from Ren. Also coming through in lanes 4 and 7. Isaac Riley, Xander Bennett just turning in second. And Angus Reid actually is in lane 5, reserve swimmer. And breaststroke just beginning to change things a wee bit here. They are still going well. Isaac Riley's coming through to challenge. And also making a move in lane 6, Jude McEwen from Renfrew. Renfrew Bass swimmer Xander Bennett well there, and it's Xander Bennett possibly being challenged by Jude. Those two maybe just shading it. It's very tight with that. It's going to be lane 7, just taking it. 125.44, just ahead of Isaac Riley and Jude McEwen. 126.02 and 126.26.
Heat number 2, in lane 1, Jack McVeigh, Scotia. His teammate Matthew Lumsden swims in lane 2. 3, Aaron Carberry, Dumfries. 4, Max Gray, Inverclyde. 5, Samuel Sew, City of Glasgow. 6, Gillen Redpath, Rutherglen. Empty lane 7, and 8, Harry Murray, Bells Hill Sharks. And it's the Bells Hill Sharks swimmer there in lane 8 who has half a body length advantage over Jack McVeigh over on the far side of the pool. 35.41 there, and we're into the breaststroke. So Harry Murray, Jack McVeigh, good turn there and swimming really well. However, there in lane 4, Max Gray in the white cap of Inverclyde. Difficult to see at this angle, but I think he may well now have the advantage, and he does into the final turn, and it's the Inverclyde swimmer Max Gray leading ahead of Scotia's Jack McVeigh, and in turn Bells Hill Sharks Harry Murray. Coming through really nicely in the closing stages is the Scotia swimmer, but no, that goes to lane 4. Good swim there by Max Gray in the second half of that race. 118.99. Lane 1's Jack McVeigh takes second place in a 119.13, and third place goes to lane 3, Aaron Carberry in a 121.16. We'll wait for that to be confirmed, and there we go.
Our third heat, lane 1, Daniel Waitman, Rutherglen. 2, Samuel McEwen, Cumbernauld. 3, Yazin Hatab, Dumfries. 4, Liam Henry, North Ayrshire. 5, Oscar Wallace, Mulgine Bearsden. 6, Luca Cittadini, Kingston. 7, Nicky Titch, Stirling Swimming. And 8, Carter Jones, Dumfries. 109.57 to 122.27. This is the first of the seeded heats. So a very strong start. 4 and 3. Liam and Yazin almost together. 31.07. Just Liam shades it. Third place, Nicky Titch. Those two are well clear. It's now Liam just trying to extend that advantage, but there's still next to nothing between the two. If anything, Yazin maybe have got into the lead on that breaststroke section, and just shading it. Both just take it pretty steady down the final stretch. Yazin takes it, Liam in second, and third place will be lane 5, Oscar Wallace. 107.59, 108.69, 112.31. for those three guys.
We're just looking for that result to be confirmed from that previous heat, Robert.
Yeah, well, we're waiting on that one. Our 40-year-old girls backstroke finals. This are Rebecca Malling, Eva Gordon, Louisa McNish, Hannah McMillan, Olivia Gavin, Sandy Kerry, Anna Kelly and Hazel Chu, with Amelia Cousins and Ruby Hunter, our reserves.
So this is heat number 4 in lane 1, Bruno Vignan, South Ayrshire, 2, Carl McQuaker, Kintyre, 3, Adam Khan, Milngay and Bearsden, 4, Oliver McElraith, Cumbernauld, 5, Nathan Zarral, Dumfries, his teammate Struan Henry goes in lane 6, 7, Cole Scott, Lark Hall, and 8, Declan Shaw, Bells Hill Sharks. And it's lane 6, Dumfries Summer there leading ahead of Oliver McElraith. But the Dumfries Summer, Nathan Zarral right up alongside Oliver now. So these three boys lead the field as we go into the breaststroke. All looking pretty strong there. Struan Henry just falling a little bit off the pace there, so in second, but it's Nathan who has this now as they turn for the final time into the freestyle. Nathan Zarral leading ahead of Struan Henry and Oliver McElraith. That's going to be your top three. What's the finish order going to be as Oliver comes through really nicely, but he's just pipped there. But no, Oliver takes that, 108.85. Ahead of Nathan Zarral in a 108.96 and a 109.26 for Struan Henry. Your 1, 2 and 3, subject to that being confirmed for us. There you go, confirmation of heat 4.
Fifth heat, 1, Ben Gray, Dumfries, 2, David Gracia, Forth Valley Tridents, 3, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde, 4, Daniel Letham, City Glasgow, 5, Max Clark, South Ayrshire, 6, Lewis Sinclair, Rutherglen, 7, Andrew McLaughlin from Kilmarnock, and 8, Jamie Pitt, South Ayrshire. Now just shading at the moment, Daniel Letham, City Glasgow, by about a body length. Max Clark, Zachary Pine, and 5 and 3 respectively, pretty close halfway mark. There's over a second advantage for Daniel. Breaststroke. Now let's see if Daniel can pull away, but no, it's Max Clark that's putting in the challenge now. Max Clark upsides Daniel Letham, a little between the two. Max maybe just got just ahead, and down the final stretch though, Daniel Letham and Max Clark. And Daniel Letham might just take this one. Looks very relaxed as he does. 108.25, and that looked really easy for the winner of that race, Daniel Letham. Fastest time that we've had. So that concludes those IMs. Just quickly give you finalists for the boys 100 back in the 11-12-year-old category. Aaron Graham, Jamie Pitt, Peter Zawinski, Woody Carey, Oscar Liddell, Noah Graham, Oliver Buchan, Max Gray, Benjamin Freestone and Nico Croxford, our 2 reserves.
This is event 108. It's the females 11 to 14 200 metre breaststroke, of which we have 6 heats this morning. This is heat 1. In lane 1, Anna Lumsden, Scotia. 2, Lois Hutt, Renfrew Bath. 3, Louise Mackenzie, Ren 96. 4, Amelie Cousins, City of Glasgow. 5, Zara McNeil, Rutherglen. 6, Isla Grant, Kilmarnock. 7, Charlotte Davidson, South Ayrshire. And 8, Alexa Gregory, East Kilbride. Three girls will take the field into the turn after 50 metres. But it's lane 7 with just the slight advantage there. Charlotte Davidson ahead of Amelie Cousins and Zara McNeil. That was your top 3 there. Just away from the water a moment. A few more finalists. So the 13-year-old boys 100 metre backstroke. Nikki Tinch, Adam Reed, Jack Handley, Kyle McQuaker, Cameron Miller, Finley Thompson, Ben Hemmings, Ethan Roddy, with reserves Carter Jones and Davy Gracia. 14-year-old boys 100 metre backstroke, Nathan Zarell, Struan Henry, Liam Hendry, Samuel Ruff, Oliver McElwraith, Logan McKenzie, Roman Jowett, Hamish Black, with reserves Kieran Naismith and Ben Gray. And back in the pool, and it's Rutherglen's Zara McNeil, just with the advantage there. But not much, as right on her shoulder is Amelie Cousins, with Charlotte Davidson in 3rd place. So 2 leaders. Rutherglen swimmer just with the slight advantage still. Zara McNeil leading ahead of Emily Cousins. Still the South Ayrshire swimmer in 3rd place. Charlotte Davidson over 4th place at the moment belongs to the 12-year-old from East Kilbride, Alexa Gregory. Closer to me, 5th. Renfrew Bath's Lewis Hutt over there. Rutherglen's Zara McNeil. 2:28.52, 2:30.24, so just under a 2-second advantage now. And she's beginning to really build on that. Can Amelie do anything about that? It doesn't look like she can at the moment, but it's not all over yet. Zara McNeil leading ahead of Amelie Cousins. Charlotte Davidson in 3rd. 4th, Lois Hutt, I beg your pardon. But this race belongs to the Rutherglen swimmer, Zara McNeil. She'll bring it home, and doing so in a time of 3:18.07. That's some 11 seconds faster than she entered this morning. 2nd place goes to Amelie Cousins on a 3:22.69. Again, inside her entry time by some 6 seconds. And 3rd place on a 3:24.63. South Ayrshire Charlotte Davidson. Again, on an improvement of some 6 seconds for her this morning. And then to complete her race there in lane 3. And we'll await for the results to be confirmed for us before we move on to the 2nd heat. And there we go. Results confirmed.
So the second of the 6 heats: 1, Grace Fleming, City Glasgow; 2, Millie Bell, Milgine Bearsden; 3, Rose Russell, South Ayrshire; 4, Florence Henderson, Stirling Swimming; 5, Neve McSporran from Kintyre; 6, Alba McClure, Ren 96; 7, Sky Bailey, East Kilbride; and 8, Ava McGee, Bells Hill Sharks. 3:25 to 3:28 are the entry times of this one. That's the East Kilbride swimmer, Stirling swimmer, Florence Henderson, just with a half a metre advantage. It's Emily Craig who's actually in lane 2. So 43.50, just about a second advantage that Florence has. So give you finalists for the 12-year-old girls 50 butterfly. They are Abby Grattan, Sophie Anderson, Elise Betts, Scout McGilvery, Clara Taylor, Isabella Adam, Charlotte Connor, Sophie Holmes, Alba McClure and Kaylee Hare are our reserves. Our 30-year-old finalists: Taylor Laidlaw, Megan Ferris, Robin Maxwell, Beth Gillis, Anna Wilson, Neve Shields, Kayla Morrison, Ola McKinnon, Holly Hutchison and Eva Maguire, our 2 reserves. And our 40-year-old finalists: Charlotte Craig, Rebecca Malling, Sophie Haining, Heidi Shaw, Sandy Carey, Kaylee McCauley, Ruby Hunter, Rebecca Motion. Reserves in that one: Cara Gray and Grace Lumsden. Zono change in a leader, 1:33.90. Florence Henderson going really well at 1:25 now. Very close behind her for second: Rose Russell and Grace Fleming in 3 and 1. Grace maybe just shades second place. Can she find anything to claw back that advantage that Florence still has? Florence still well clear. 2:25.52. So looking at a finish time probably around about a 3:03 mark. And that will be a significant improvement if she can get good 20 seconds inside that entry time. Still no change in second and third. Grace Fleming, Rose Russell out the turn. Still the advantage, still pretty healthy that Florence has. I don't see her getting caught now. If anything, maybe just beginning to pull away again. It's got about somewhere around 3:15 as a finish. 3:15.28, nice improved time of about 10 seconds. 3:18.90, also about a 10-second improvement for Grace, and Rose improves her time by about 5 or 6 seconds to 3:20.87.
This is heat number 3. In lane 1, Carly Cairns, North Ayrshire; 2, Olivia Rustigo, Motherwell, Wishaw; 3, Eva Maguire, Cumbernauld; 4, Abby Grattan, Stranraer; 5, Cara McClure, Ren 96; 6, Alba Simpson, Milgine Bearsden; 7, Beth Lindsay, Hamilton Baths; and 8, Evie Williams, Inverclyde. So our entry times are between 3:19 and 3:24. Look, it's the orange cap of Stranraer, Abby Grattan, who has the advantage. As we come down to the turn after 50 metres. So it's Abby Grattan leading ahead of Mulgine Bearsden, Alba Simpson, and in turn Hamilton Bath's Beth Lindsay. Some further finalists for you. The boys 11 to 12 50-metre butterfly: Aaron Graham, Adam Kahn, Jamie Pitt, Woody Keddy, Max Tipper, Tyler Gould, Oliver Buchan, Isaac Riley. With reserves, Rufus Turner and Fraser Reid. 13-year-old boys finalists: Zachary Pine, Nicky Tinch, Cameron Miller, Andrew McLaughlin, Bruno Vignan, Adam Reid, Carter Jones, Gillan Redpath. With reserves, Felix Brune and Ben Hemmings. So back in the pool, Abby Grattan and Alba Simpson leading the field, with Alba having the advantage at the turn there. So it's Alba Simpson, Abby Grattan and Beth Lindsay, your top three. Alba now having nearly a body length advantage. Over Abby Grattan now, but it's still Alba Simpson, Abby Grattan, Beth Lindsay. Mulgine Bearsden swimmer, just 12 years of age, entered on a 3:22.33. Some pretty good PBs set this earlier today. These girls will be looking for exactly the same. Nice sort of arrow shape there, if you like, formed with Abby leading that. Alba Simpson leading that. She's turning there. Pretty tight between Abby Grattan and Beth Lindsay, but Abby, I think, has just the advantage. As we're coming down to the completion, and it's the Mulgine Bearsden swimmer looking really comfortable there. She'll take this one. Good second half of a race for her to build on a lead. 3:12.20. Abby Grattan takes second place on a 3:16.24. And Beth Lindsay takes third in a 3:18.21. All three of these girls improved from their entry time. There's in to finish her race there in lane 2, Olivia Rustigall of Motherwell Wishaw, finishing and completing heat 3. Subject to that being confirmed, should happen on the scoreboard any moment now, hopefully. There's a disqualification there in lane 2 for a technical infraction. Doesn't impact on the results, however. And we move on to lane 4 and the seeded heats.
Been a long morning, Jackie. 200's not seeded. This heat number 4. Julia Drewett, Forth Valley Tridents in 1. Carla Gribben, Ren 96-2. Beth Gillis, Hamilton Bass 3. 4. Erin Purdon, Lanark. 5. Isabella Shanks, Bellsill Sharks. 6. Murden Ramsey, Inverclyde. 7. Hallie White, East Kilbride, and teammate in 8. Lucy Forbes. 3:13 to 3:18. Can we see anyone getting close to 3 minutes in this one? Strong start from the East Kilbride swimmer, Hallie White. Going out in a 43.63. In fact, lane 4 just touches Erin Purdon, 43.63 ahead of Hallie, 43.67. That is indeed the Lanark swimmer, Erin Purdon, just beginning to try and stretch away. Also going nicely, Carla Gribben, Ren 96 in 2. And the Bellsill swimmer, Isabella Shanks well there in 5. Finalists for the boys 50 fly, or 14-year-old finalists are Yazin Hattab, Hamish Black, Lewis Riley, Andrew Henry, Struan Henry, Daniel Letham, Logan Mackenzie, Nathan Zorro. Oscar Wallace, Hayden Simpson are 2 reserves. Halfway mark. Very close, it's about 3/4 of a second between Carla and Isabella. And the then swimmer just beginning to try and pull away here. Finalists for the girls 11, 12-year-old 100 IM are Erin Long, Murren Ramsey, Sophie Holmes, Alba McClure, Laurie Johnson, Charlotte Connor, Millie Bell, Lise Betts, Sophie Anderson and Florence Henderson are 2 reserves. Our 30-year-old finalist Hamilton's Niamh Shields, fastest qualifier, Robin Maxwell, Tia Laidlaw, Casey Chris, Beth Gillis, Ella Craig, Kayla Morrison, Holly Walker, Niamh McSporran and Zara McNeil are reserves. And the end swimmer just extending that advantage quite significantly, over 2.5 seconds clear. Lane 6 coming through very strongly. Murren Ramsey, the Inverclyde lass, just 12, and she's finishing extremely strongly. No surprise, Inverclyde with a good pedigree of producing excellent breaststroke swimmers, and she's in hot pursuit, but our leader well clear at the moment. Third place is just Bellshill's Isabella Shanks. So coming down to finish, Carly is going to take this one. Nice improved time. 3:10.76. 3:10. Wait for that just to be confirmed that time. That doesn't look right. We've got 3:10.76 for Murren. 3:14.91 for Isabella, and I think we've got a funny touch on lane 2, that's all I can say. It's probably about a 3:08, but we'll wait for our officials just to confirm that. 13-year-old finalists, I've given you that. Our 14-year-old finalists for the girls IM are Eva Gordon, Charlotte Craig, Sophie Haining, Jessica Simpson, Grace Lumsden, Anna Kellogg, Ellie Meir, Rebecca Motion, with Paige Bennett and Hazel Chu are reserves. We're pretty certain that Carly took the heat, but just waiting for that time, which well, that's result has been confirmed.
And we move on to heat number 5. In lane 1, Cara Anderson, Stranraer. Empty lane 2. 3, Anna Wilson, Inverclyde. 4, Cara Gray, Bellshill Sharks. 5, Hannah McMillan, North Ayrshire. 6, Olivia Gavin, Milngavin Bears Den. 7, Iona Kellogg, Dumfries. 8, Ella Freeston, South Ayrshire. Just with the edge now. After that first turn is the Bellshill Shark swimmer, Cara Gray. .40.28 there at the turn for her. Sitting in second place, Cara Anderson, and Iona Kellogg in third. The girls are pretty bunched up. And we've got quite 125 metres to go, so let's watch whether anything changes here. Still leading, Cara Gray. With 1, 2, 3, I think, lying for in second place into the turn at the halfway mark. (1:26.77 for Cara Gray there, 1:28.50, 1:28.63 for Hannah McMillan and Iona Kellogg. So we are changing in behind our leader. But the advantage still lies with Cara Gray. Joint second, I think, turn there. Hannah McMillan and Iona Kellogg. Olivia Gavin not too far away, neither is Anna Wilson. But it is still Cara Gray leading this. Can they catch her? And within half a body length of her now is North Ayrshire's Hannah McMillan. Milngavin Bearsden's Olivia Gavin is up there as well. Cara Gray has the advantage. She's being put under pressure, however. This is going to be really tight as Gavin comes through. Olivia Gavin, the Milngavin Bearsden swimmer there in lane 6. She's going to take this one, and she does, in a time of 3:03.49. 3:03.94 for second place Anna Wilson, and 3:04.67 for Cara Gray, as the results are confirmed for that heat. Heat number 5. And this is the final heat. In lane 1, Holly Hutchison, Hamilton Baths. 2, Erin Long, Ren 96. 3, Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. 4, Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. 5, Grace Lumsden, Scotia. 6, Charlotte Shanks, Bales Hill Sharks. 7, Heidi Shaw, Ren 96. And 8, Lexi Crosby, Milngavin Bearsden. Over to you, Robert.
I'll just jump in that last previous heat, that lane 4. Sorry, heat 4. The time for Carla Gribben on that result was somewhere around 2:54, which wasn't right. Can't give you an exact time, but it was somewhere around 3:08 and a bit. So that was, in fact, the finish time, not 2:54. Hopefully that will maybe appear on Meet Mobile. So, on to our final heat. Elsa Chan from East Kilbride going out very nicely, and in hot pursuit, Megan Ferris. Did a good swim earlier on in the butterfly, Megan. She'll be back for the final later. At the moment, she's got work to do to try and cut that advantage, which is just over a second. Third place, some way back, Heidi Shaw. So halfway, both these girls well clear of the rest. And both are 13-year-olds, so the gold and silver very much to play for here. East Kilbride swimmer Elsa Chan with just about a body length advantage over Megan Ferris. Very close for third place, the Scotia swimmer Grace Lumsden, coming through very strongly. She's 14 though, so she won't trouble the leading two for medals. They're both 13, and Megan Ferris now closes the gap inside the final 50, and Megan Ferris beginning to get to work. Ailsa Chan with lots to do to maintain the slight advantage. There's nothing in it to the final turn, and just right at the right time, Megan Ferris strikes the front. Can she maintain that slight advantage she has? Coming down the stretch, Megan Ferris, Ailsa Chan, nothing much between them. Nice swim from Grace Lumsden, but Megan Ferris is going to take the 13-year-old title. She does. Ailsa Chan takes second, and Grace Lumsden will be top 14-year-old, subject to this result being confirmed. 251.72, 253.38, and 254.25. Good race, girls. So that concludes, and that result now confirmed. Thank you. We move on to 5 heats for the guys. 200 breaststroke to conclude the morning individual events before we then have some finals. So this is heat 1. Good luck, guys.
This is event 109, the 11 to 14-year-old boys 200-metre breaststroke. 5 heats for you before we hit the final session for this morning. In heat 1, in lane 1, Nathan Cassels, East Kilbride. 2, Hin Long Chung, Ren 96. 3, Oscar Little, City of Glasgow. 4, Harry Partington, Renfrew Baths. 5, Woody Keddy, Cumbernauld. 6, Kieran Robb, South Ayrshire. 7, David Alexander, Hamilton Baths. And 8, Leon Spirit Hawthorne, Inverclyde. So it's East Kilbride's Nathan Cassels just has half a body length over Oscar Little. 50 metres completed. 45.85 against the 47.10. 47.91 for third place David Alexander. No, not David Alexander, Woody Keddy. Subject to confirmation, I'm going to say that that's not Woody Keddy swimming in lane 5. It's in fact Lewis Brown, the City of Glasgow. Cumbernauld have the distinctive yellow cap, and that's a blue one. So stand to be corrected, but I think that's the case. So halfway mark, 136.70 for our leader Nathan Cassels from East Kilbride. Oscar Little in second, and our reserve, Lewis Brown, in third. I hope I have got that right. I'm not doing Woody a discredit. That's a really good swim by the East Kilbride swimmer over there in lane 1. Entered on a 3:41. Some 3:29s as entry times here. Nathan's doing really well here, holding this lead and building slowly throughout the race. And Oscar Little in second. And I believe Lewis Brown is in third. Renfrew Baths, Harry Partington in fourth. So just under 50 metres to go of this race. This first heat of 5, as I said earlier. Let's going into the final turn now, Nathan Cassels. Interesting to see what his finish time is. As I said, 3:41 is his entry time. Second place continues to lie with Oscar Little, but there's a battle going on for third between Harry Partington and Lewis Brown. As in to finish his race, the first heat. Nathan Kinsell's doing so in a 3:18. Wow. Some 23, nearly 24 seconds off of his entry time. Second place goes to lane 3's Oscar Little in a 3:22.46. They're just under 8 seconds improvement for him. And Harry Partington gets third place in a 3:26.58. Again, an improvement on his entry time. So the race concluded. We'll just wait for the official confirmation of the results. Times are just being checked here before the results are confirmed for us. Hope to also bring you an update. We are running a little bit behind time. At the moment, the final session is due to start at around 11:55, but that might be altered depending upon what the guys with the computers behind us have to say. But,
yeah, we're about 5 minutes behind, 5-6 minutes behind, so.
So there might be a slight delay with the final session, we don't know, but if you're joining us on live streaming, don't leave any longer than maybe 5 minutes or so. Get back to the screen before 11:55, just in case we do manage to get everything in place for a start as published. So as you can see, the results for heat number 1 of event 109 are still to be confirmed before we can proceed further. Yep, there we go. There's been a disqualification there. So the results are lane 1, lane 4, lane 3, I think.
So we move on to the second of the 5 heats. All 8 take part. Damir Omrak from Hamilton Bass in 1. 2, Lachlan Waddell, Belsilk Sharks. 3, Aaron Carberry, Dumfries. 4, Noah Graham, City Glasgow. 5, Benjamin Freestone, South Ayrshire. 6, Harris Menny, East Kilbride. 7, David Gragia from Forth Valley Tridents. And 8, Benjamin Wong, North Ayrshire. 3:22 to 3:28 is the range in this one. And a very strong start, David Gracia from Forth Valley Tridents. So he's our early leader, 43.03. About a second ahead of Noah Graham and Aaron Carberry. Those two boys going pretty well in the middle lanes. All still pretty close at the moment. Leader still maybe a half a metre clear out that turn. It's still the advantage with David, Noah and Aaron actually together in third. Alice and Ben very prominent in 6 and 5. So not much between the 5 swimmers. 1:32.68. About 2.5 seconds between first and fifth. And Noah Graham trying to get to work. For the moment, it's still the advantage with David. They're very little in it out. Noah and Aaron almost still on his tail here. A slightly better turn from the Forth Valley Giant swimmer. Trying to get into the mix is Benjamin Freeman. Freeston's rather. Well, he's led throughout. He's still just ahead. 2:22.74 by just over half a second. And Aaron has just sneaked into second place. Noah is upside him in third. Benjamin not that far behind in fourth. There is still David with the advantage. And he still looks as though he's got plenty left. Coming to the final turn. David comes out that turn with a good half a metre advantage. Very tight for second, third and fourth, but no doubt about who's taking this one. Finishing extremely strongly. David will take that 3:26.96 his entry time, smashes that in a 3:08.87, 3:12.80 for Aaron. Noah 3:14.27 for Benjamin, and 3:14.61 for Noah. All fantastic PBs, guys. Well, it's also well inside his time. Some cracking swims there, Jackie. I think virtually everybody PBing.
Good stuff. Move on to heat number 3. In lane 1, Bruno Vignan, South Ayrshire. 2, Ethan Roddy, City of Glasgow. 3, Kieran MacDonald, East Kilbride. 4, Roman Jowett, Dumfries. 5, Ben Hemmings, Stranraer. 6, Nicky Kalamakis, City of Glasgow. 7, Kyle McQuaker, Kintyre. And 8, Ross Leslie, East Kilbride. And taking a firm lead. At this stage, the Dumfries swimmer, Roman Jowett, there in lane 4, leading ahead of East Kilbride's Kieran MacDonald, and in turn Nicky Kalamakis. Just give you the finalists for the boys 11 to 12 100 metre IM. Adam Kahn, Max Gray, Jamie Pitt, Xander Bennett, Isaac Relly, Jude McEwen. In Longchong, Angus Reid, with our reserves, Richard Connor and Ray Gong. 13-year-old boys, Zachary Pine, Nicky Tinch, Kyle McQuaker, Andrew McLaughlin, Bruno Vignan, David Gradia, Carter Jones, Samuel Sui, with reserves, Gillan Redpath. So back in the pool, and lane 4, Roman Jowett really has put a stamp on this one. It's not about first place here, it's all about the placings in behind him, with Nicky Kalamakis in second place. At the turn there in behind Roman Jowett, with East Kilbride's Kieran MacDonald in third place. Really good strong swim here by Roman Jowett, entered on a 3:08.70. Nicky Kalamakis remains in second. He is about just under a body length advantage, maybe just over that in fact, between him and Kieran MacDonald. But it is Roman Jowett who has really put his stamp on this one this morning. I think we're still in the morning session, or the morning time-wise, I beg your pardon. Nicky Kalamakis, just 12 years of age. He's up in second. Nicky's a good long distance swimmer as well. Seen him at open water and earlier on in the 1500 metre open water over the summer. Tad cold for that just now, but this race belongs to Roman Jowett. We'll watch the clock for him. 3:08, 2:54.94. Nick is going to come in second. 3:14 was his entry time. 3:04, 10 seconds off of his entry time. He'll be pleased with that. And then East Kilbride's Kieran McDonald in third, 3:10.62. Good, another improvement on entry time there for Kieran. Kintyle's Carl McQuaker, 3:14.56. In fourth place, as that concludes heat number 3. And the result has been confirmed.
So our penultimate heat, heat number 4. 1, Max Gray, Inverclyde. 2, Andrew Cumming, Forth Valley Tridents. Teammate Kyle Roding in 3. 4 is Kieran Naismith, Bellshill Sharks. 5, Samuel Ruff, City Glasgow. 6, Samuel McEwen, Cumbernauld. 7, Jack Hanley, Ren 96. And 8, Andrew Hendry, Scotia. 2:57 to 3:07 are the entry times. And it is just Bellshill's Kieran Naismith, 38.40 after the first 50. And virtually an arrow formation forming, so they're all virtually swimming almost like the seeding in this race. 4, 5, 3, 6, 7 and 2, so virtually on seeding here. Also going very nicely in the outside lane is Andrew Hendry. He's probably in 4th position at the moment. It's just lane 4 and ahead of lane 5, Kieran and Samuel from Kyle. 1:22.75, 1:22.95. And now City Glasgow swimmer Samuel Ruff digs in and goes a good body length clear here of Kieran Naismith. Kyle Roding clear in 3rd at the moment, and still going nicely in that outside lane is Scotia swimmer Andrew Hendry. See if he can try and close on these leading 3 swimmers. At the moment, this looks cut and dry. Samuel Ruff really has sprinted clear, 2:05.61. He's a full 3 seconds clear. Kieran, a second or so clear. And there's a big gap between Kyle and Andrew. So it's all about second place here. Kieran holding Kyle, but there's not much in it here for that second. Good turn there for Kyle. Still got work to do, but no doubt who's going to take this one. Samuel Ruff, 2:59.14. What a great swim, 2:47.39. And Kyle Roding coming through, and he will take second. Kyle takes second in a 2:53.66, 2:54.32 for Kieran. Nice PBs, guys. And a nice PB is also for Andrew Hendry, who finished 4th under the 3-minute mark, Jackie, so he should be pleased with that as well.
I'll just complete the finalists for the boys' 14-year-old 100 metre IM. Yasin Hattab, Daniel Letham, Max Clark, Liam Hendry, Oliver McElray, Nathan Zarell, Struan Henry, Lewis Sinclair, with reserves Oscar Wallace and Luca Cittadini. So we are now on to the final heat before we move forward onto the finals session. We have given you all of the finalists disqualification in that previous heat in lane 4. Didn't impact on the result. No. So this is heat number 5, lane 1, Logan McKenzie, Ren 96, 2, Hayden Simpson, Mulgine Bearsden, 3, Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire, 4, Max Clark, South Ayrshire, 5, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire, 6, Adam Khan, Mulgine Bearsden, 7, Nikki Tinch, Stirling Swimming, with an empty lane 8. So we've got entry times 2:40 through to 2:52 here. It's pretty tight at the moment, but South Ayrshire's Max Clark, I think, just has the advantage. He does over Hayden Simpson, and in turn over Hamish Black. These boys will have seen the times previously for the 13 and 14-year-olds. In fact, we have a 12-year-old here, Adam Khan. So I would imagine they're just seeking to do what they need to do to get themselves up into the final later on. But it's still... Sorry to get medals for later on. It has indeed been a long morning. Fortunately, sorry folks. But yeah, this being a 200, there is no final later on. I do apologise. So Max Clark continues to lead this there in lane 4. Entered on a 2:40, so he's right where we would expect him to be on the basis of entry times. His teammate, Hamish Black, I think just has the advantage for second place, but that's... Hayden Simpson, I'm sure, has got something to say about that as this race progresses. So that's our top 3. Max Clark, Hamish Black, Hayden Simpson.
All 3 guys fast.
North Ayrshire's Cameron Miller is in 4th place.
Yeah, they're all going fast on the previous heat, Jackie, so there could be 1, 2, 3 for medals.
Looks like it, and then we'll need to keep an eye on Cameron's time because he's one of 2 13-year-olds, and indeed Nikki Tinch as well. See what they do up against the previous times that have been set. So we're coming in here, and it's Max Clark that takes that from his teammate Hamish Black. 2:41.46 for Max, Hamish in a 2:42.13. And it is lane 2's Hayden Simpson, Mulgine Bearsden, that takes 3rd place in a 2:48.28. That, of course, is subject to the results being confirmed, which we await.
That would make Samuel Ruff the bronze medalist potentially for the 14-year-olds. He was a wee bit faster than that previous heat, Jackie. So, but as you say, we'll confirm all that once we get the results from the guys behind.
So that completes session 1. Session 1A, which is the final session, is due to start at 11:55. We'll keep you up to date as much as possible on that. We've had no confirmation of any amended time for that at the moment, so stay tuned, and You maybe got certainly 5, just over 5 minutes. If you're looking to make a cup of tea or need just to stretch your legs if you're sitting in the venue here. And then we'll get ourselves organised. You can see that the officials are beginning to organise the pool, because we will start with backstroke.
Coaches, team managers, if you need start sheets for the finals, they're down at the middle desk, so I think they should be there at the moment. So anybody that needs sheets for those for those finals, please pop down. We are hoping to start as close to 5-2 as possible. And also, once the session finishes, between the end of session 1 and the start of session 2, in the room at the bottom end of the pool on the lower deck, there is a coaches meeting. So coaches get together, and that's also where the coaches will have lunch provided. So coaches, please, if you can, pop into that bottom office, and there'll be a team meeting between the 2 sessions, end of session 1 and the start of session 2. And Jamie Nelson, our past president, will be in there to discuss anything that coaches need to have a chat about regarding anything to do with the districts and everything. So please pop in and do that if you can, coaches. Swimmers, if you can make your way to marshalling for those finals. So the finals that we have coming up are events 102 right through to 107. So we kick off with backstroke. It's the girls first. Then we move on to butterfly. The girls will go first as well in that one. And again, 100 IM to finish with. So we will have 3 finals for each of those 6 events. And hopefully we'll get finished just a little bit after 12:30.
I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate, don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate one more time. One more time. One more time. A celebration. You know we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. All right. We're gonna celebrate one more time.
I'll give you the results of the event 108. The girls 11 to 12 200 meter breaststroke. Bronze medal goes to Erin Long of Ren 96. Silver, Lexi Crosby, Milngine Bears Den. And gold, Cara Anderson, Stranraer. 13-year-old girls, bronze goes to Holly Hutchison, Hamilton Bass. Silver, Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. And gold, Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. 14-year-old girls, bronze medal to Olivia Gavin, Milngine Bears Den. Silver, Heidi Shaw, Ren 96. Gold, Grace Lumsden, Scotia. I'll give you the results for the boys. 200 meter breaststroke as soon as that reaches me. So this is the 11 to 12-year-old girls final 400 meter backstroke. Lane 1 representing Stranraer, Abby Grattan. Lane 2 representing Bells Hill Sharks, Charlotte Connor. Lane 3 representing Milngine Bears Den, Millie Bell. Lane 4 representing Ren 96, Elise Betts. Lane 5 representing East Kilbride, Hallie White. Lane 6 representing Milngine Bears Den, Lexi Crosby. Lane 7 representing Inverclyde, Murrin Ramsey. And lane 8 representing Western Bartonshire, Isabella Adams. Your 11 to 12-year-old girls 100 meter backstroke finalists. And we're into the second half of this now, and it is lane 4, Elise Betts, the Ren 96 swimmer, who has taken command of this. Second place, I think, will lie with either Millie Bell or Hallie White at the moment. It's a really strong swim here by Elise Betts. And it is all about the silver and bronze. Really, gold medal goes to Elise Betts. Subject to official confirmation, East Kilbride's Hallie White takes the silver, and Milngine Bears Den, Millie Bell takes the bronze. But we'll wait for those results to be confirmed. And there we go, results confirmed.
Our 13-year-old final in 1 from Bellsill Sharks, Isabella Shanks. 2 from Cumbernauld, Holly Walker. In 3 from Dumfries, Robin Maxwell. In 4 from Dumfries, Tia Laidlaw. In 5 from Hamilton Bass, Neve Shields. In 6 from East Kilbride, Ailsa Chan. In 7 from Hamilton Bass, Heidi Addison. And in 8 from Kintyre, Neve McSporran. A very strong start from Neve Shields. She was slowly away in the heats earlier on, but she's out very, very strongly indeed and opened up a very big lead. It's over a second and the rest have got everything to do. At the moment, Neve Shields has got this one pretty well wrapped up. The Hamilton swimmer 3 or 4 clear, and this one is in the bag. Neve out the turn, very close between Robin and Tia. Robin with a slightly better turn. She's got second place, but still a long way to catch our leader, who's led literally from the start. Hamilton swimmer Neve Shields takes that. Second place is the Dumfries swimmer Robin Maxwell from her teammate Tia Laidlaw.
This is the 14-year-old girls' final. In lane 1, representing Dumfries, Iona Kellock. 2, representing Milngavie and Bearsden, Olivia Gavin. 3, representing South Ayrshire, Louisa McNeish. 4, representing Bellsill Sharks, Rebecca Mallin. 5, representing City of Glasgow, Eva Gordon. 6, representing North Ayrshire, Hannah McMillan. 7, representing Cumbernauld, Sandy Keddy. And 8, representing Ren 96, Hazel Shusue. And it's Rebecca Mallin, Bellsill Shark swimmer, who has the early lead here by half a body length. Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow's not going to let her go, however. So Rebecca needs to be conscious of that challenge on her right-hand side. But Rebecca goes into the turn leading. She's Eva Gordon second. Third place is really difficult to tell. It may well line with Louisa McNeish. I think, in fact, it does. As in to come to finish now, Rebecca Mallin. She will take gold, 108.90. Silver goes to Eva Gordon in a 111.16. And Louisa McNeish takes the bronze in a 114.25, subject to official confirmation.
So that concludes the girls' 100 back. It's the guys now. This is our 11, 12-year-old final.
Just waiting for that previous final to be confirmed, Robert.
Indeed. I think it might just be a timing that needs to be confirmed, Jackie.
Looks like it. Just a little bit of delay before we get started with the 11 to 12-year-old final for the boys.
So just wish maybe just to confirm some of the minor places there, Jackie. No doubt about the 1, 2, 3, as you say. I think we've now confirmed that one, so we now move on to the guys. Good luck, fellas.
Okay, over to you, Robert.
So our 11, 12-year-old final in 1 from Larkhall Avondale, Oliver Buchan. 2 from City Glasgow, Oscar Little. 3 also City Glasgow, Peter Slazewski. In 4 from North Ayrshire, Aaron Graham. 5 from South Ayrshire, Jamie Pitt. 6 from Cumbernauld, Rudy Kerry. In 7 from City Glasgow, Noah Graham. And 8 from Inverclyde, Max Gray. Well, fastest qualifier was Aaron Graham. And fastest by quite a few seconds, and he's out extremely strongly. No one's going to catch him now. All about the silver and bronze, and there's very little between Peter in 4 and 3 and Jamie in 5. Peter maybe just shades second place. So the Glasgow swimmer going nicely in lane 3. But very good turn there for Jamie. So all to play for the silver and bronze, but here comes Aaron Graham, 1:11.59 earlier on. It's going to be even faster, 1:09.70. Second place will be Jamie Pitt. He takes silver, 1:15.60. We'll wait for the time for Peter. There we are, 1:15.60 for Peter, and 1:15 dead for Jamie. So wait for that just to be confirmed by our officials. That should be the medalists for 11, 12-year-olds. That's now confirmed. Well done, lads.
And we move on to the 13-year-old boys final. All just being cleared there. And we will get started. So this is the 13-year-old boys final, 100-metre backstroke. In lane 1, representing Stranraer, Ben Hemmings. 2, representing North Ayrshire, Cameron Miller. 3, representing lane 96, Jack Handley. Lane 4, representing Stirling Swimming, Nikki Tinch. 5, representing East Kilbride, Adam Reid. 6, representing Kintyre, Carl McQuaker. 7, representing East Kilbride, Finlay Thompson. And 8, representing City of Glasgow, Ethan Roddy. And it is lane 4, the Stirling Swimmings, Nikki Tinch, who has the advantage at the turn there. Second place lying with the Kintyre swimmer, Carl McQuaker. As the boys go up and into the third turn, heading for home. Nikki Tinch leads ahead of Carl McQuaker. In between them, we have Adam Reid, Nikki Tinch, Carl McQuaker, Adam Reid, but coming through also nicely his teammate Finlay Thompson. But this goes to Nikki Tinch in a time of 1:10.82. Look at that, 4/100ths of a second split, first and second place there, as the silver medal goes to Carl McQuaker. And the bronze medal goes to lane 7's Finlay Thompson in a 1:12.56. Once we have these results confirmed, should hopefully appear just shortly. There we go. The results confirmed for heats of the 13-year-olds boys final.
Our 14-year-old final, Roman Hewitt, Dumfries in 1. Oliver McElraith from Cumbernauld 2. Liam Henry, North Ayrshire 3. Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries 4. Teammate Struan Henry goes in 5. Samuel Ruff, City Glasgow 6. 7. Logan McKenzie, Ren 96. And 8 is Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. Oh, very strongly away, Struan Henry, Dumfries. And also well there in lane 3, Liam Henry. At the moment, it's advantage with Struan Henry. Kieran Naismith's actually got the reserve swim in lane number 4. So we don't have Nathan Zorrell taking part. And this one is under control now. Struan Henry, the Dumfries swimmer, has got this one pretty well nailed on. Samuel Ruff is going to get second in lane 6. And out of lane 3, Liam Henry, North Ayrshire, third. 104.40, 106.41 and 106.76 the times for those 3 guys.
Give you the medals for the 200-metre breaststroke. The boys 11 to 12-year-olds. Bronze goes to Nikki Kalamakis, City of Glasgow. Silver, Max Clark Gray of Inverclyde. Gold goes to Adam Khan of Milngine Bearsden. 13-year-old boys. Bronze goes to Andrew Cumming, Forth Valley Tridents. Silver to Nikki Tinch, Stirling Swimming. Gold, Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire. 14-year-old boys. Bronze medal goes to Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow. Silver, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. And gold, Max Clark, also South Ayrshire. This is the girls 11 to 12 50-metre butterfly final. Lane 1, Charlotte Connor, representing Bales Hill. 2, Clara Taylor, Lanark. 3, Elise Betts, Ren 96. 4, Abby Grattan, Stranraer. 5, Sophie Anderson, South Ayrshire. 6, Scout McGilvery, Lanark. 7, Isabella Adam, Western Bartonshire. 8, Sophie Holmes, Motherwell Wishaw. And it's the Ren 96 swimmer, Elise Betts, who has this one under control. She's going to take the gold medal here. She does ahead of Clara Taylor from Lanark. And the bronze goes to Abby Grattan, Stranraer. Subject to official confirmation. 33.87 for our gold medalist. There we go. The confirmation on the board of the finish order. Elise Betts, Clara Taylor and Abby Grattan.
Our 13-year-old final, Neve Shields, Hamilton in 1, Anna Wilson, Inverclyde 2, Robin Maxwell, Dumfries 3, Tia Laidlaw, Dumfries 4, Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld 5, Beth Gillis, Hamilton 6, Caitlin Morrison, Stirling Swimming 7, and Orla McClellan, Cumbernauld in 8. And out the turn, it's advantage in lane 4. Tia Laidlaw looking pretty comfortable at the moment. Who's going to get second? May well be lane 7. 7 and 3, sorry, 7, yeah, and 3, yeah. 30-70 it was. Tia Laidlaw, 31-95. Gaila Morrison, Stirling Swimming, and 32-12. Robin Maxwell, Dumfries takes third.
Our 14-year-old girls 50-metre butterfly final. Ruby Hunter, Hamilton Bath, Sandy Keddy, Cumbernauld, Sophie Haining, Bales Hill Sharks, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96, Rebecca Mallin, Bales Hill Sharks, Heidi Shaw, Ren 96, Kaylin Macaulay, Lark Hall, and Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. And it is lane 4. Charlotte Craig, who has the advantage here over Rebecca Malling. No, I beg your pardon, Sophie Haining. And it is Charlotte Craig takes that in a 30.97. Gold medal to her. Sophie Haining takes second in a 31.67 and the silver medal. And Rebecca Malling takes the bronze in a 32.17.
So now move on to the 11-12-year-old boys 50 butterfly final. Oliver Buchan, Larkhall, Avondale, Max Dipper, Dumfries, Jamie Pitt, South Ayrshire, Aaron Graham, North Ayrshire, Adam Cann, Mulgine Bearsden, Woody Keddy, Cumbernauld, Tyler Gould, City Glasgow, and Isaac Riley, Forth Valley Tridents. Now, it might have been lane 4, just with the advantage out that turn. Aaron Graham really motoring now. He's got this well wrapped up. Aaron Graham's got this one. Adam Cann will get second, very tight for third. Lane 3, I think, 35.14, just ahead of 35.24. Jamie Pitt just touched out Max for the bronze, but no doubt Aaron Graham from Adam Cann, Jamie Pitt.
This is the boys' 13-year-old 50-metre butterfly final. Carter Jones, Dumfries, Bruno Vignan, South Ayrshire, Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde, Nicky Tinch, Stirling Swimming, Andrew McLaughlin, Kilmarnock, Adam Reid, East Kilbride, and Gillan Redpath, Rutherglen. It's the centre of the pool, Nicky Tinch. But leading ahead of him is Zachary Pine. Zachary Pine's going to take the gold medal here. He does, ahead of Nicky Tinch. 30.29 for Zachary Pine, 31.09 for Nicky Tinch. And bronze medal goes to Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire, in a 31.86. And that's the results confirmed.
Fourteen-year-old final, Logan McKenzie, Ren 96, Struan Henry, Dumfries, Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire, Yasin Hattab, Dumfries, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire, Andrew Henry, Scotia, Daniel Letham, City Glasgow, Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries. And out the turn, it's all very tight. Lane 4 just with the advantage. Yasin Hattab, and he has this one. Second place, looks as though it's going to be Hamish Black from Lewis Riley. Indeed is the finish order, 29.17, 29.61, 30.08. Yasin Hattab, Hamish Black, Lewis Riley. Medalists for the girls 100 backstroke, 11, 12-year-olds. Millie Spets, Ren takes gold. Ali White, East Kilbride silver. Millie Bell, Milgang Bearsden, the bronze.
And we move on to the 100 IM. This is the girls 11 to 12-year-old final. In lane 1, representing Milngine Bearsden, Millie Bell. 2, representing Ren 96, Laurie Johnson. 3, representing Motherwell Wishaw, Sophie Holmes. 4, representing Ren 96, Erin Long. 5, representing Inverclyde, Murrin Ramsey. 6, representing Ren 96, Alba McClure. 7, representing Bales Hill Sharp, Charlotte Connor. And 8, representing Ren 96, Elise Betts. Oh, and this is pretty tight, but I think Elise may well have the advantage there. She does over Charlotte Connor, and in turn over Alba McClure. And it's still lane 8 leading this, Elise Betts. Into the final turn now. Freestyle, what's going to happen now? Elise Betts has this. She's led pretty much from the beginning, but they're coming back at her. She's going to hold this. She's going to hold this for the gold medal. She does. 1:18.10. Silver medal goes to her teammate, Alba McClure, in a 1:18.98, and the bronze goes to Motherwell Wishaw's Sophie Holmes in a 1:19.31 as the results are confirmed.
Thirteen-year-old final, Kayla Morrison, Stirling Swimming, Beth Gillis, Hamilton Bass, Taylor Laidlaw, Dumfries, Nave Shields, Hamilton Bass, Robin Maxwell, Dumfries, Casey Chris, East Kilbride, Ella Craig, Ren 96, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld. Just shading it, maybe in lane 5 and lane 3, not much between them. Robin Maxwell, Taylor Laidlaw, the two Dumfries girls. Maybe just Taylor with the advantage from Robin. And in lane 1, Kayla Morrison well up there. Coming through nicely is Neve Shields, the Hamilton swimmer. Having already won earlier And she's coming through extremely strongly over in lane 1 though. Kayla Morrison still well there. It's lane 5 though with the advantage. Robin Maxwell hits the front. Down the stretch, it's Robin Maxwell. Still over in lane 1, not out of it, Kayla Morrison, but flying at the end. Ella Craig to try and get a medal. But no doubt Robin Maxwell has this one. Lane 7, Ella Craig from nowhere snatches the silver. And Niamh Shields has to settle for bronze. Another cracking race, girls.
Yep, certainly seen some exciting racing in these finals, Robert. So we move on to the 14-year-old girls, 100 IM final. So our 14-year-old girls 100 IM final in lane 1, representing Hamilton Baths, Ellie Mayer. 2, representing Scotia, Grace Lumsden. 3, representing Bales Hill Sharks, Sophie Haining. 4, representing City of Glasgow, Eva Gordon. 5, representing Ren 96, Charlotte Craig. 6, representing Hamilton Baths, Jessica Simpson. 7, representing Dumfries, Iona Kellett. And 8, representing East Kilbride, Rebecca Motion. And it's City of Glasgow's Eva Gordon who has this, the lead now going to as the girls transition into the breaststroke. Nice little arrow-shaped head there with Sophie Haining and Charlotte Craig either side of her in 2nd and 3rd place. And Eva Gordon's looking really strong now as she goes up and into the final turn. Sophie Haining turns in behind her. All right, on the heels of Charlotte Craig, however, is Jessica Simpson. So there's a real battle going on there. But let's watch Grace Lumsden. She's in for the bronze medal as well as Eva Gordon comes in to finish. Sophie Haining in 2nd. And it is Ren 96's Charlotte Craig who takes 3rd. So the gold medal there goes to Eva Gordon in a 1:12.07. Silver goes to lane 3, Sophie Haining in a 1:14.03, and bronze goes to Charlotte Craig in a 1:15.40 as the results are confirmed.
Girls 1300 backstroke medalist. Gold to Niamh Shields, Robin Maxwell takes silver, and Taylor Laidlaw the bronze. Boys 11, 12-year-old final, Henlong Chong, Ren 96, Isaac Riley, Forth Valley Tridents, Jamie Pitts, South Ayrshire, Adam Kahn, Mulgine Den, Max Gray, Inverclyde, Xander Bennett, Rutherglen, Jude McEwen, Renfrew Bass and Angus Reid, Mulgine Den. The fastest qualifier in lane 4 is out strongly, Adam Kahn. Just on his shoulder though, Jamie Pitt, South Ayrshire. Those two have pulled clear. The rest with a lot to do on the breaststroke section. It's still the advantage, a nice turn, pushing well off the wall, and Adam, I think, probably got himself the race won now, pulling further away from everyone else. Jamie with Max in lane 5, trying to make some headway for the silver medal. And nobody's going to catch the Mulgai swimmer now. Adam Kahn coasting this one. Max Gray, Inverclyde's going to get 2nd. 1:13.21 for Adam. 1:18.92 for Max. Jamie, 1:19.58. 14-year-old girls 100 backstroke 1, 2, 3. Medalists are Rebecca Malling, Eva Gordon and Louisa McNish.
This is the boys' 13-year-olds 100-metre IM final. Lane 1, Carter Jones, Dumfries. 2, Bruno Vignan, South Ayrshire. 3, Kyle McQuaker, Kintyre. 4, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde. 6, Nicky Tinch, Stirling Swimming. 7, Andrew McLaughlin, Kilmarnock. 7, David Garcia, Forth Valley Tridents. And 8, Sam Yussi, City of Glasgow. And it is lane 4, Zachary Pine, who's taken in the early lead. They're transitioning first into the breaststroke ahead of Nicky Tinch and Kyle McQuaker. I think this was your 1, 2 and 3 in the heats between these three boys. Kilmarnock's Andrew McLaughlin, he's up there as well, as is David Gracia from Forth Valley. But it's Nicky Tinch who will turn first, ahead of Zachary Pine, and in turn ahead of Kyle McQuaker. I think that's going to be your 1, 2 and 3. Zachary's doing, oh, this is going to be really tight here. Zachary's doing all he can to get that gold, but it goes to Stirling Swimming's Nicky Tinch in a 1:12.96, ahead of Zachary Pine, and in silver medal position 1:13.14. And in third place, bronze medal position, Kyle McQuaker of Kintyre in a 1:15.91.
Four-year-old final, Struan Henry, Dumfries. Oliver McElraith, Cumbernauld. Max Clark, South Ayrshire. Yasin Hattab, Dumfries. Daniel Letham, City, Glasgow. In lane 6, Liam Henry, North Ayrshire. Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries. And Lewis Sinclair, Rutherglen. At the moment, all very level, coming down to the halfway mark. Might just be lane 5. Daniel Letham with the touch. 31.27, but less than barely half a second cover the five swimmers, and going very well in lane 3 now. Max Clark, Oliver McElraith in 2. Those two at the moment are going pretty well. Coming in to the mix, Yasin Hattab, as Daniel just drops back a little bit. Also well there in 7, Nathan Zorrell, and it's Nathan Zorrell from lane 7. But lane 3, Max Clark, and flying at the death. It's lane 4, but lane 7 just takes it. 1:06.89, 1:07.13, and 1:07.17. A great finish, Max Clark, Yasin Hattab, silver and bronze, but the winner of that one, Nathan Zorrell. And now confirmed. And just like to thank everyone for first session. Thank you everyone for joining us on the live stream this morning. Jackie and I will be back, so those of you on the live stream will bid you farewell and hope to see you just about 1:35 for the start of session 2.